All right, we're coming to you live from the NIU Convocation Center as Kylie Feuerbach for the Sycamore Spartans hits a three to open up the game. 3-0 Spartans. We have the DeKalb Barbs versus the Sycamore Spartans. Bringing you the game today is myself, Scott Nickel, along with Tom Burton. Tom, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, Scott. It's great to see some local hoops here at the Convocation Center. And Scott, we just saw a lot of what we saw last year. Kylie Feuerbach knocking down a three. One of the most talented players in 3A IHSA.
Absolutely. She's the number 77th ranked player in the country overall. She's a four-star recruit committed to Iowa State. As she travels there, shuffled her feet a little bit. The DeKalb will take possession. It's early on in the game. It's 3-0 Sycamore.
A little too many steps there for Kylie. We see her trying to go aggressive to the basket, and she's tough to guard when she does that, Scott.
She is indeed, as Sycamore runs a trap defense.
An early
Maddie Smith can't get the three to go for DeKalb. Out of bounds, it will remain DeKalb ball here.
An early 5-0 start for Sycamore. We saw them take the win last year, and they really had success in this game in the years past.
Yeah, they've won 6 in a row, first national challenges, including a 40-34 victory last year, which we had the pleasure of calling. It was a great game to watch. Sycamore got out to an early lead. DeKalb came charging back, and this was the key matchup right here. Last season was as Ashley Nelson dishes it down low, but DeKalb can't get the ball to go in. But that was the key matchup, was Nelson versus Feuerbach last year. And DeKalb was going to have another tough time this season as their second leading scorer, Florence Amadayu, is out with concussion for the third consecutive game. She suffered it against Naperville Central last Saturday, and she's averaging 13 points a game as points were going to be at a minimum.
Off the glass,
as Ashley Nelson gets into the paint and gets the first basket for the Barbs.
And DeKalb's on the board. You mentioned Amadayo, the senior forward, Maddie Smith, is going to get the start for Amadayo, and we'll see if DeKalb can replace her scoring that they give her on a nightly basis.
Feuerbach to her sister, who's only a sophomore, as the Feuerbachs are the two leading scorers on the team, as Kylie is leading the team at 20.7, almost 21 points a game, and her sister Faith, also just a sophomore, 13 points a game. That's 34 points there from the sister combo.
Definitely, it's a talented family of basketball, and her sister really is trying to take over what Kylie's going to leave. She leads the team in free throw percentage, 3-point percentage, and she just looks to be a good player as well, Scott.
Yeah. So
it's an early steal. Speaking of Faith Feuerbach.
Yeah, there you go. Doesn't hurt DeKalb as Sanaya Finner takes it up the court.
It's a nice pass.
Big three, can't get it to go. I wonder how it's going to work. You have 3 3-point lines tonight. You have the white line being the high school 3-point line. The black line has a nice Euro step there by Kylie. Can't get it to go, though. You have the black 3-point line, which is the women's college basketball 3-point line, and then you have the red one, which is the men's that just got moved back this season.
Yep, the NIU Convocation Center, home of the Huskies men's and women's basketball team. I'm sure it's a nice stage for these high school players to get it.
Absolutely. And fun for the fans, too.
Absolutely.
You come down here, not too far of a drive for either school, especially DeKalb, but
Spartan basket, 33, Shipley for 2.
Ellis Shipley extends the lead to 3 for the Spartans.
It's a nice drive there with the left hand, penetrated the defense, went up for the soft touch.
Sanaya Finner kicks it across court. Amina Gray drains the 3. Tie ball game here at 5.
It's a nice look, no hesitation from the right wing. One possession game. Correction, tie game there, Scott. It was a one-possession game.
It was a one-possession game, and now we're tied. Still early on here, just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter of action. We got a doubleheader coming from tonight in the Convocation Center. Great dish there from Kylie, down low to Ella Shipley.
And we mentioned it, really a multifaceted talent, Scott. Kylie Feuerbach found her teammate there for the deuce.
Yeah, she's only averaging 3.5 assists a game, but already has 2 early on. Good ball movement there by DeKalb. Sanaya Finner drains the 3, and DeKalb takes their first lead of the game, 8-7.
think it's really important for the Barbs to knock down some shots here in the early going, not to fall too far behind this arguably a little more talented Sycamore team.
Yeah, I mean, it would certainly seem that way. DeKalb's had a rough go of it as of lately.
It's a nice look by the young Fearback there.
Yeah.
A little short.
Faith there. DeKalb started off doing very well this season, winning 7 in a row at one point. But they've come into a little bit of trouble lately as they've lost 3 in a row in a very talented DuPage Valley Conference. They're 2-3 in the conference, 14-11 overall, which would put them as 4th best in their conference. So it's definitely a big game for them to get back on track, so to speak, especially heading into the thick of the conference play.
I would agree. And you can argue on the flip side, the Sycamore could use a win as well. They had suffered a tough conference loss to Sandwich in their last game at home.
Kylie goes for 3. So Sycamore's actually won 8 in a row there. They're 9-0 in the conference. Their last loss.
Oh, what a move!
Nice Euro step there in the finish for Kylie Feuerbach. Should go for the line for an and one here.
Excellent footwork there by Kylie. She looks to be aggressive here in the early going.
Team first at the line for the Spartans, number 10.
So Sycamore's last loss, actually, they have not lost in 2020 as of yet. Last loss came December 28th against Plainfield North, as Kylie hits the and one, giving the Spartans the lead again, 10-8.
DeKalb looks to slow the pace down here.
Nelson backs it in. Sanaya Finner with a deep 3 from Eugene German range. Can't get it to go.
Or Kylie pushes the pace here.
Ella Shipley holds her foot. Good ball movement by Sycamore there.
Both teams are moving the ball around for good shots. We're just not seeing the good looks fall here yet in the early going.
Yeah, some tough rims here at the Convocation Center, it appears. Ashley Nelson drains the 3 right on cue, Tom. Curse of the commentator.
Nice set shot, nice ball movement.
There's been great ball movement so far in the first quarter by both teams, really. DeKalb's breaking that press when Sycamore's there. They're not struggling with it as DeKalb goes to his zone defense.
A little strong there by Kylie Feuerbach.
DeKalb gets the the defensive rebound, excuse me. If they push it, Sanaya Finner, they got a wide open basket. There it is. Kayla Webb with the finish there. Nice pass up court by Sanaya Finner.
I really like the pace DeKalb's playing with here, really keeping Sycamore on their toes and hoping to get as many easy baskets as they can. Faith Clem's going to talk to her offense here. Nice penetration.
Yep. Great look underneath there to Evan Carrier, excuse me. DeKalb will look to answer as they turn the ball over. Their first turnover of the game.
A little over inches there to get to the rim.
Just under a minute left here in the first quarter. Been a very quick first quarter here.
Definitely has. We'll see what Sycamore decides to do here.
Sycamore's doing a great job at breaking that zone defense. They're just not getting the shots to drop. A lot of 3-pointers early on by both teams. As Gray, nice crossover. Sanaya Finner for the deep 3. Can't get it to go. Sycamore gets a tough rebound. Nice rebound there by Carrier.
Faith Clem pushes the pace.
Maybe one too many passes there.
You know, DeKalb's will come up with a foul here.
Faith had her sister trailing for the 3. I'm not sure if she saw it.
On the Barbs, number 33, Smith.
She had her trailing for a wide open 3. Wasn't able to get it to go. Remains Sycamore ball, 19 quarter.
Sycamore draws the foul, and that's all because of the dribble penetration by Faith Clem to find her teammates. Speaking of Faith Clem, They're going to hold for one shot here, and I would give the ball to Kylie here too, Scott.
Averaging 21 points a game, why not?
She gives it up.
A little strong there as the first quarter comes to an end, and the
Your score
Barbs
after the first quarter of
lead
play,
the Spartans
DeKalb
13-12.
Sycamore 12.
Definitely love to see DeKalb knocking down some shots and take that early lead as we head into the second quarter.
Yeah, a lot of
those of you
three-point
who are
shots from both
participating
teams,
in the
really.
challenge
Not too many
Please come down to
paint
the
opportunities,
after the
especially,
dance performances
well, you saw
and halftime
Sycamore
of
kind
this
of break
game.
down that
Again,
Barb's
all the
defense a little
participants
bit there
of
at the end of the
challenge
first quarter.
dance, please come
What do
to
you think the
game
key
floor
for
at
both teams
halftime
really is going in the
after all
second here,
dance
Tom?
performances.
I thought I saw Sycamore miss a decent amount of open looks. I saw Faith Feuerbach miss 2 or 3 open threes, and I always think the key is knocking down shots. You know, it's tough to find open shots, and you got to knock them down when you get them.
Yep, a lot of fans out here repping the late Kobe Bryant. Something great to see. Really tragic loss early this week for the basketball world.
And we've seen that all around basketball and NCAA, the NBA.
Even a few high school teams.
Everybody.
High school player. I mean, everyone is affected by that. So it's cool to see. Did you see the Lakers game tonight? That they are giving away free jerseys to everyone, 8 and 24.
I did see that. They're doing a nice tribute to Kobe.
Yes.
And rightfully so. It's
Yeah,
one of the best competitors this game has ever seen, and I'm sure everybody emulates their game a little bit.
absolutely.
With
All right, we're about ready to start action here again in the second quarter as DeKalb will take possession. Sanaya Finner had a nice first quarter, hitting a couple three-pointers. So did Ashley Nelson. She's got a great inside-out game. A little double dribble there. Second turnover for her.
So that is one thing she is struggling with so far in the early going is controlling the basketball.
Looks like she just forgot that she took a dribble there.
Yep,
Tried to dribble it again. We've all been there.
we have.
All right, Sycamore will look to retake the lead as a
Nice find there.
nice dish
Spartan basket
from
number
Carrier
11,
right there,
Thompson.
finding the open person in the lane.
It's a nice interior pass in there. You run the risk of turnovers, but if you got an open man, make the pass, make the play. Some nice screens here set by DeKalb.
Good passing.
A little off on that
Green
pass,
for the
but
Barbs.
she still recovered and made the shot.
She did. Still was able to kind of get in a all-in-one motion by Amina Gray.
Absolutely.
DeKalb retakes the lead 16-14 after Sycamore briefly retook the lead as the Spartans turn it over to the Barbs.
You see how much of a willing passer Kylie Feuerbach is, too. As talented as she is, she still tries to find her teammates.
Yeah, it looks
didn't
like
work
they're not. DeKalb isn't exactly going with a double team, but anytime she gets the ball, you see 2 defenders near her every
Absolutely.
time.
Rightfully so.
Wonder if Coach Tyler Banks for DeKalb is saying anybody but her. Anybody can beat us but
Right.
her. Another three-pointer.
Let's see DeKalb. go
Little
down low
short
a
on
little more.
that shot there.
DeKalb's got a couple big bodies. You'd like to see them maybe get down low a little bit more. They've hoisted up a bunch of threes here in the early going.
Both teams really have. There have definitely been more threes than twos. But that's the way the NBA is going now.
Absolutely. Nice find by
Not
Feuerbach.
that this
Nice
is
block.
NBA, but
It's a beautiful block there by Reese Hill down low.
nice crossover,
Little
step
contact
back.
there. Contact, no call.
They're letting the ladies play. You like to see it. You can see 3 defenders right there not letting Kylie get into the lane and penetrate, which is one scout was saying she's a fundamental guard with a triple threat creator who drives and finishes plays in traffic. So, another scout is saying she passes with a purpose and is an unselfish performer. I think we've seen both of those out of her so far. She just isn't able to penetrate that defense as of yet. She turns the ball over trying to do just that.
I mentioned that you see a lot of her passing, but you got to think maybe later in the game she's a little bit more aggressive.
With her shots?
Yes.
Yes.
This is what DeKalb needs to do more.
Well, they're trying,
They
but
weren't
that
time.
Sycamore defense is, anytime they go down low, they just collapse.
Nice driving kick by Sycamore.
Good ball movement to Faith Feuerbach. It's like kick it all the way over. There it is.
Nice shot.
Three-pointer by Kylie right there, right on cue. But nice call there, Tom.
That was a nice find by her teammate there. She showed her some love there with the pass.
Yeah. Great cross-court pass there. And there you go. There's another down
There you go.
nice play down low. Ashley Nelson with the finish.
Ashley Nelson, such a big body. You like to see her do more of that, and instead of hoisting up those threes. Not that she can't shoot, but she has some size down there.
Floater in the lane doesn't go for the Spartans.
Good hustle by Kylie trying to save it. By Faith, excuse me, trying to save that ball.
DeKalb.
Little elbow.
Offensive foul by Sinai Finner.
Try to get a little extra separation there, and the refs
Offensive
are
foul
right on top
called
of
on
it.
the Barbs, number 30, Finner, her first, team fourth. In the lineup for the Barbs, 0, Clapperroot.
Minimal fouls so far this half. 4 for the Barbs,
Replacing
0
33
for
Smith.
the Spartans. Pretty clean game by both teams.
So the refs are letting them play a little bit, but that was too blatant not to call.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Nice look there.
Turnaround jumper, good for 2 points. Number 33.
Ella Shipley with the nice shot at the top of the key there.
So Sycamore's first instinct is always to pass it around, but she found an open shot at the free throw line and knocked it down.
Sycamore retakes the lead. It's been back and forth so far this second quarter. Really this entire first half, but really the second quarter. DeKalb looks to retake the lead again.
Nice look there.
Kayla Webb lost the
Jumper,
handle there,
2
but
points,
Ashley Nelson was
23,
right there
Nelson.
and makes the shot for 2 for the 20-19 lead for the Barbs.
She's one of the key players, I think, for DeKalb. Speaking of key players, nice defense there and a rebound by Ashley Nelson. She's really a multifaceted player, can score on the outside, inside.
She is. I remember last year she was just coming back from an injury, wasn't quite healthy. It was her first game back, actually, was this game, and you could see she had made a big impact, but was unfortunately the Barbs came up just a little short. It looks like she's healthy this season.
That's a good thing for DeKalb because they're going to need everything she can give her.
Sycamore ball, Coach
Into the
Tyler
Spartans,
Banks
number
for the
14, Clem, replacing
Barbs does not
23,
seem to agree with
Carey.
that call. Bance, excuse me, does not agree with that call there.
Rest of the inbound to Faith Clem, see if she can direct the offense here. Young Feuerbach on the right wing. Another interior pass.
Left her
goes
feet,
awry.
and we've seen that a few times. Faith tried to penetrate that defense and leaves her feet and kind of gets caught in no man's land.
Jump ball
Yeah,
called.
definitely.
Throws the ball away.
In for the Spartans, 24.
We have a jump ball. Possession arrows pointing towards the Spartans, so Sycamore will take back over. We have a slew of substitutions here. And a timeout called by Sycamore.
So that was a nice hustle
Called
there by
by
Jakaya Thompson,
Sycamore.
forcing the jump ball. That's what it
Again,
takes
I'd
in
like
a
to
game where
remind
it's
all
tough to make shots.
participants
You got to
of the
hustle, get on the
challenge
floor, and
dance.
go after
Please
those loose
come
balls,
down
right?
at halftime to the floor after the dance.
That's what they say.
performances. Again, all the participants of the challenge dance, please come to the game floor
Especially-
after the dance performance.
Especially when I was playing basketball, I was told that if you're not talented, you got to like work hard. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in the effort if you can't make shots.
Yeah, that's why I like to replicate my game after Jason Kidd, where I just was a passer, more of a facilitator than a shooter because I could never develop a shot. And that's why I'm over here instead of on the court now.
I'm with you there, Scott. We might be a little better at this. These girls will
Maybe.
show us up a little bit.
The jury's still out on that one, Tom. All right, Sycamore's going to retake possession here, trailing by 1 point with just over 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
You don't see too many lineup changes for Sycamore. Both Feuerbach and Faith Clem have been in the whole game so far.
I think Cal defense down low, they're not letting them get any shot.
So Kayla Webb's asking for the ball down low. Missed the pass. DeKalb trying to get that open shot.
Passing it around. Now they work it down low to Nelson, who's double teamed, kicks it out for a three-pointer. But Clapperroot can't get it to go. Sycamore takes over. brings it up court, pushes the pace. Kylie with a nice pass. Turnover by the Spartans.
Kylie thought DeKalb might have got a hand on that ball, but it's going to go back the other way to the Barbs.
A little bit too aggressive of a pass there. Tried to force the issue. Split two defenders, can't quite get it to go. DeKalb retakes the possession here.
Nice
As Kylie,
gamble.
let's see if she can throw it down. No, oh, she can't get the nice layup to go. Foul on DeKalb. It will remain Sycamore ball.
Fouls on
There's
the
nice
Barbs,
defense there on
32
Kylie. I do
have
believe that was Sanaya
her
Finner with a
first,
one-on-one.
team fifth.
Nice defense without fouling. That's always important, especially with a talented player like Fearbot. Clem, the and one.
And one on a three-pointer by Faith Clem. She'll go to the line for the 4-point play.
Three-pointer from the corner is good.
You don't see that too often.
Definitely not, especially at
Fouls on
IHSA.
the
You
Barbs,
definitely don't see those
32
4-point
Webb,
plays.
her
Hopefully she can
second,
capitalize.
team sixth.
Oh, number one
At the
rule,
line
you
for
never
the
foul a
Spartans,
jump shooter.
14
That's
Clem.
correct.
Shooting one.
She can't get the 4-point play.
That's right. She gives the Spartans a 2-point lead, though, on that nice three-pointer by Faith.
Fouls on the
Faith
Spartans,
Clem, that
number 10, Kylie Fearbot.
Kylie picks
Her
up a
first,
foul, get a
team
little
first.
too aggressive, trying to strip it away from Ashley Nelson there. DeKalb retains possession, brings it up court. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Nelson,
Quick
nice
pass.
move,
On the drive,
down
2
low,
points,
gets the
23,
basket to
Nelson.
go.
Well, that's all day. She can use her size down there. Now, DeKalb has, or I'm sorry, Sycamore has some height, but I think Nelson has the ability to use her size down low and get those easy buckets.
She's quick too. If, you saw that play down low right there. She used her quickness to get around the defender and lay it up with ease. That was a very fundamental play.
Delto.
Just under 2 minutes left in the first half.
Kylie pulls up from the
Pull up,
right,
jumper
just inside the
good for
free
2
throw line.
points.
Nice
Number
shot by
10,
Fearbach right there.
Fearbach.
And that's money all day. You can't let her get under that free throw line.
She's heating up a little bit the second quarter,
Just give her a little room and it's cash, man.
going for those steals. She averages almost 5 steals a game. That's astonishing.
That really is incredible.
Kicks it. Ashley travels again. That's her third travel this game. This half. Spartans will look to extend the lead here. Jakia Thompson kicks it over to Clem. It's like they're content with not forcing anything.
Like Kylie's asking for the ball at the top of the key. Nice dribble drive.
No foul before the shot. It'll remain Spartan basketball with a minute and
Fouls on
2
the
seconds
Barbs,
left here in the
number 3,
first
Gray,
half
her first, team
of our
7.
first of the doubleheader. First of 2 here tonight.
Faith
That
Clem
is
waits for the
team
basketball
7
below the
foul.
basket, the inbound.
We got a great scene here at the Convocation Center. A lot of fans still piling in. We got some bouncy houses.
Oh, yeah.
I think between the games, that's where you'll find me, in the bouncy house.
So second half, I'll come get you before
All
it
right.
starts, all right?
Sounds great.
At the line for the Spartans.
Love to
will
see
be
the local
number
fans coming
33,
out. It's
Shipley, shooting
Definitely been
1
kind of
and
dark
1.
and gloomy outside, but it's bright in here.
As Shipley shoots the front end of her 1-and-1 here, as Sycamore's in the bonus. Makes the first, extends it to a 3-point advantage for the Spartans.
And DeKalb's got to like going into half, arguably, hopefully only down 1 possession. It wasn't the same story last year. They were down big.
They were down big and made a furious comeback in the second half, but just fell a little short, as we said, fell by 6. But the game really wasn't as close as the score dictated.
Yeah. Sycamore really was
Ill-advised pass there as Sycamore takes it the other way.
Steal on the drive, good for 2 points.
Beautiful
Capitalizes,
Clem.
extends their lead to a 6-point advantage. Let's see if DeKalb can counter here. Sanaya Finner has had a good first half. Tries to force it again. Oh,
Faith Clem goes down hard.
jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of DeKalb.
See, the officials are trying to coordinate what just happened there. So players talking to the official a little bit there after that one.
Officials let them know not to let things get out of hand. Remains DeKalb ball. 26 ticks left in the first half here. Probably will hold for the final shot. I could be very wrong, though.
So the bar.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 5, Faith Feuerbach, her first, team second.
So the Barbs definitely need a bucket here. Head coach Tyler Vance is talking about what he wants to do.
Yeah, directing the final play of the first half. Good passing. Nelson kicks it out to Gray, who can't get the three-pointer to drop. At the end of the half here,
22.
the Spartans take a 28-22 advantage over the Barbs. Back and forth first half. What did you like, Tom?
Well, I like definitely like Sycamore pushing the pace, and we'll see if they continue that going into the second half. And we got a close game here, Scott.
Absolutely. We'll be back here shortly with the second half here, the women's game between the Barbs and the Spartans.
Now for your halftime entertainment, we present the Sycamore JV Dance Team. Again, at the conclusion of these dances, we got Sycamore and DeKalb. We'll need all the participants for the challenge dance.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power.
Fast, 400 on the dash, 55 bills, but 50 for the tax on the bag. I don't really like to brag, but I'm on socks when I'm stepping out of sight. In the morning, cause I'm whiskey. Got my brother out on cash, flipped and shit is free. From the can, I ain't talking whippers. Like these ain't bad decisions.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sycamore JV Dance Team. Now continuing on for your halftime entertainment, we present the DeKalb JV Dance Team.
toast it up. No, I ain't hosting. Kush all in my lap because he don't wanna roll it. I was sliding in the lamb with the power drive. Slime green paint, peanut butter inside. She wanna speak up, coming out of clothes. I'm in Wonderland when she coming down the pole. And I don't care if she take all of mine. Like it ain't but a dollar sign.
Packing the mail, it's gone. She like I smell cologne. Yeah, I just signed a deal, I'm on. Yeah. I go where I want, good. Play if you want, let's do it. I'm a young CEO, sure. Yeah.
Hit it with a left, hit it with a right. I'ma knock the out like fight. Hit it with the left, hit it with the right. I'ma knock the out like fight. If you know me, know this ain't my first way. Certified everywhere, ain't got a print a resume. Take out LA, talk crazy, I pull up underlay. RP to Nate, dog, I had to regulate.
Oh baby, go out, keep it spreading. Oh, yuck me up, I don't want no romancing. Oh baby, I see them up, glancing. When my whip start, then my wheels keep spinning. Oh baby, go out, keep it spreading. Oh, yuck me up, I don't want no romancing. Oh baby, I see them up, glancing. When my whip start, then my wheels keep spinning.
Pick it up, groove. Baby girl, watch how you move. I got them vents on my shoes. Up, put it out loose. Wait, speed it up. Look at the diamonds, they eat it up. Got me too, stop eating it up. They thinking I'm wife and deleting them. Oh wait.
Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me. I'm drowning in water. I just bought a cube and dipped it in a fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down. I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban ring and dipped it in a fountain. Chain so heavy, I feel like I'm holding up a mountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down. I'm drowning.
Ladies and gentlemen, the DeKalb JV dance team. I think both teams deserve a round of applause. Sycamore JV, DeKalb JV. Now, if we could have all the participants of the challenge dance.
This is something new. The Casper Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band. And this time, we're gonna get funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. All right, now, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross.
Come on down if you want to dance. Come on down to the floor.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
You're all welcome.
Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this
Come
time.
on, we need a few adults
2
down
hops
there.
this time. Right
We
foot,
need
2
some
stumps.
elder statesmen
Left
to
foot,
show
2
these
stumps.
kids how to
Hands
do
on your
it.
knees. Hands on your knees. Get funky with it. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out.
Down, do your dance. We got a brand new dance. Do your dance. Down, do your dance. Do your dance. Down, do your dance. Do your dance. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the
plenty of room down here. Come on down.
Let me see you do the Cupid. Let me see you do the Cupid. Do the shuffle, baby.
You could be down here having some fun. Come on down.
To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Knock kick, knock kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself.
Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crack it? Why me roll? Why me crack that soldier boy? That Superman? That now why me you crack that soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crack it? Why me roll? Why me crack that soldier boy? That Superman? That now why me you crack that soldier? 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 Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what?
You already know what it is. Solid talk, solid talk, solid talk. Go and do it for me. Now watch me whip, kill it. Now watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay nay. Why me do it? Now watch me whip, kill it. Watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay nay. Can you do it? Now watch me, ooh, watch me, watch me, ooh, watch me, watch me, ooh, watch me, watch me, ooh, okay, ooh, okay, ooh, watch me, watch me, ooh, watch me, watch me, you do, watch me, watch me, you do, okay,
Walked in this party and these girls looking at me. Skinny jeans on and you know my head nappy. Hey, hey, okay. I want y'all to do this dance now. Juju on that beat, juju on that beat, juju on that, juju on that, juju on that beat. Now slide, chop, hit don't fall, don't stop, hey. Don't stop.
Still some room. Come
Don't
on
stop.
down.
Hey, run a man on that
Got about
beat.
5
Run a
minutes to
man on that
go.
beat. Hey, run a man on that beat. Hey, run a man on that beat. Now do your dance, do your dance, do your dance. Hey, you ugly, you your daddy's son. Hey, do your dance. Hey, go crazy. Hey, get freaky. Hey, let's go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Hey, 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 okay, 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 okay.
When I dance, they call me Macarena, and the boys they say que soy buena. They all want me, they can't have me, so they all come and dance beside me. Move with me, chant with me, and if you're good, I'll take you home with me. Move with me, chant with me, and if you're good, I'll take you home with me.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Now don't you worry about my boyfriend, the boy whose name is Vitorino. I don't want him, couldn't stand him, he was no good, so I. Now, come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his two friends were so fine.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
like smooth. What? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why? Cause all the girls love me. All I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dump it. Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride. Ain't nobody getting with my bro from on the side. He go by Bubba and he hit that dance like thunder. Okay, I ain't from Dallas, but I need town boogie. I show my moves on to everybody trying to do me. I lead the functions and all the ladies trying to do me. Now you just do you, and I'ma do it all day. Dudes love to hate, so they try to shoot me. Females be stuck to me, I think they try to glue me. I make the party shine bright when it started gloomy. This beat was bubble gum, so I had to chew it.
Taste me how to dud, taste me how to dud, taste me how to dud, taste me how to dud.
Everybody love me, everybody love me, everybody love me. You ain't messing with my Dougie, with my Dougie, with my Dougie, with my Dougie.
All the shorties in the club, let me see you just back it up, drop it down. Let me see you just get low, scrub the ground. Let me see you just push it up, let me see you just
wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah.
All right, let's give a hand to all our great dancers. It was the challenge dance. Great job, everybody. We have to clear the floor.
This is not another story. This is not another drill. I refuse to be another number now. Never staying down. This is something real. I'm a name that you'll remember. I am more than just a thrill. I am gonna be the greatest ever now. Watch out, I'm a force that you will feel. And it goes something like, I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory. I'll be more than just a fable. I'll be written in the stars. I will never be too afraid to bleed, giving all of me even when it's hard. Oh, I started as an ember who was made for kerosene. And now I'm raging like a fire, burning up through everything I see. And it goes something like, I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory.
Neck tat, say Onika. I got more slaps than Aretha. When you lose the queen, you just friendly, dawg. It was just back to back like Wembley, dawg. Now you all the way back up in the Bentley, dawg. I turn lemons into lemonade simply, dawg. Oh boy, yeah, my brother tried to end me, dawg. I heard they looking for the old me. A couple of you niggas still owe me. You asked for the goat, so they sent me, sleaze. Tryna lay low, don't tempt me, sleaze. 30 in the clip will be empty, sleaze. Just till my sons learn your A's and B's. Lead a hate train in the station, please. I was in the court, no J's and B's. Made a change of mind in the judge chamber, sleaze. The max on the line, I ain't talking about the PC. I'm the biggest fish in the pan, I'll do you greasy.
All you gotta do is call, I'm in my t-shirt and my drawers, face down, ass up, I'm already on all fours. With shorts, then I ride them like a hoop, I mean a horse, I'm a boss. Yeah, I got the juice and I'm taking
coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Multi-feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the crooked nipples, getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah, what other southern rapper hooded than this? I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by blow, I don't move in the brick. Talk about shooting out, now we're doing it quick. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I got the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't nothing, I get better with time. Who got a flow in a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the first national tournament. We're here for the second half between the Sycamore Spartans and the DeKalb Barbs of women's basketball. I'm joined once again by Scott Nickel. And Scott, before we get into the first half, what we expect to see in the second half, we saw some nice halftime entertainment there, didn't we?
We had some fantastic halftime entertainment. Everyone who wanted to was allowed on the court, and they were allowed to dance on the court. So we had DeKalb and Sycamore fans doing the cha-cha slide, the Macarena, all the good dances here as we get going as Sycamore takes the first possession there in the second half.
And we hope to see some nice moves here by the players in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, great first half. Sycamore has a 6-point lead, but they turned the ball over on their first possession, something that was a struggle for them early on in the first half. So let's see if DeKalb can fight back into this as they trail 28-22.
And right away, DeKalb's trying to force the issue down low.
It's a good play by Ashley not to force a shot and get it back out.
It was working before. And the first possession of the game, we see both teams turn it over to start. Nice find there. Oh, and botched the wide
Ellis
open
Shipley, great pass there down low to Jakiya Thompson, and she was not able to get the basket to go. Some suffocating defense by Kylie.
A good pass is great, but you got to finish the shot. Got to finish the possession strong. Sycamore definitely didn't do it that time.
Number 5, Faith Bierbach, her second, team first.
Sanaya Finn is going to inbound, and they changed it up. Ashley Nelson has the ball now to inbound. Another errant pass. He's recovered nicely.
Tried that back cut there all the way to Sanaya Finner.
Like
Sycamore got a hand on it, though. But DeKalb didn't turn the ball over. Nice behind-the-back dribble, penetration there. Kicks it back out to the three-point line. Doesn't get the shot.
Just barely hits the rim, and Kylie Fairbach controls it. Over to her sister from the left wing. Wide open.
Off the front of the rim. Can't get it to go. They're shooting it from men's college range and a little further, so those lines might be messing with them just a little bit.
And she's been kind of off the mark tonight, Scott, young Faith Fairbach.
Yeah, the sophomore averaging 13 points a game. She hasn't had her shot, as DeKalb's done a great job on defense, not allowing either Fairbach sister to defeat them. Some nice pump fake there, but
Amina Gray can't finish it up.
Can't get it to go. Ashley Nelson with her 4th travel of the game. That's a killer right there.
That is. Got to be smart with the ball in your hands, and especially in a close game like this, trying to catch up a little bit. Nelson turns it over. Faith Clem will take over. Looking for a set play here, Scott. You see Kylie calling for the ball down low. She doesn't get it.
Good defense again, but DeKalb can't haul in the rebound. It'll stay over in Sycamore possession as fans are starting to pile in more and more here for the first of the doubleheader here at the NIU Convocation Center, home of Northern Illinois University.
Beautiful shot. You know, we just said she was struggling with her shot. She heard us, Scott.
Yeah, she heard us. She's like, I'm struggling no more. The Sycamore Spartans extend their lead to 9 over the Barbs of DeKalb. The Spartans come in with a 17-6 record, 9-0 in the Interstate 8 Conference. Good enough for first place.
Another travel by Ashley Nelson.
That's 4 consecutive turnovers to start the half for the Barbs. I'm assuming that is not how Tyler Bance drew it up.
And that's at least, what, 4 travels now from Nelson, maybe 5?
That's her 5th, yes.
5. Got to control the basketball.
As I was saying, 17-6 for the Spartans, 9-0 in Interstate 8 Conference. Good enough for first place. Whereas the other side, the Barbs are 14-11 and 2-3 overall. As Ella Shipley hits a 3-pointer, and DeKalb's going to take a timeout here to stop the bleeding a bit as the Spartans extend their lead to double digits for the first time tonight. We'll see that 3-pointer again. Perfect shot.
Nice ball movement there by Sycamore and head coach Tyler Bance of DeKalb. Not happy with the way this second half has begun. He stops play.
So what are you saying to the team here, Tom, if you're Coach Tyler Bance?
I think they're forcing too many shots. You really need to try to force the ball inside and get some easy baskets. I don't like the college three-point line shots that you were mentioning. I think DeKalb's trying to make too many difficult three-pointers, and you need to go back to the basics. Simple basketball, work it inside. Get those easy hoops. And as a reminder, guys, as Scott alluded to, game 2 of the doubleheader, the men's side of the coin, Sycamore and DeKalb will be coming at you at the conclusion of this game.
Still got almost an entire half to go here. Just under 3 minutes have ticked off the clock here in the third quarter. It's been an entertaining one so far, Tom. Sycamore's trying to stretch that lead and a little bit now. Let's see if DeKalb can climb their way back into it. They were making shots early on as they dish it down low to Ashley Nelson.
It's a big moment in the game right now for DeKalb. They need to get a couple shots to go in here. It could get ugly.
So they can't get that one to go. Sycamore brings it up the court.
Got away with the travel there. Faith Clem. Foul.
Good head fake. No foul.
No whistle.
2 points, 14,
Clem with a nice head fake there at the top of the three-point line to extend the lead to 14 now for the Spartans.
She's done a nice job tonight of manning the offense, and she's really finished in traffic a lot today, a couple layups too. Nice.
Ill-advised pass as Kylie Feuerbach, one of her steals.
She just missed her sister there.
Showing that length. She's got in the corner here.
No whistle there.
Jakia Thompson can't finish the layup again. That's her second missed layup. That one was a little more contested than the first one that she missed, though. The first one, that looked like me trying to lay the ball up. I typically miss.
I'm with you there, Scott. I agree, and I feel the same way about myself.
Sanaya Finner slowing it down just a little bit here, trying to get that half-court offense set. It looks like Sycamore's switched it up and gone to a man defense.
We just haven't seen the same Barbs as we saw to start the game. They're really struggling to find their offense right now.
And you wonder if this is when they're missing Florence Omadio, as she was, like I said earlier, the second leading scorer for the Barbs. They're not used to playing without her. This is the third game without her, but still, when you're missing your second leading scorer, it hurts no matter what.
Just hurts the flow of the offense. You know, players are used to playing with her in certain rotations, and you certainly see it here to start the second half.
Sanaya controlling the offense.
So Kayla Webb was tripped up there, and she traveled with the basketball once she caught her footing. Another turnover by the Barbs.
That's quite a few here to start the second half. She gets tripped and then takes an extra hop there. Good defense there by DeKalb.
So Nelson tried to gamble in the passing lane there. Almost came up with the basketball, but Sycamore will retain.
That's what they're going to need here in the second half to trim the deficit a bit. Going to need some defense to lead to offense as Feuerbach strong to the paint, doesn't get the call.
No whistle there. She forces the jump ball. Nice play by Feuerbach. Not giving up on the play.
Looks like they actually ended up calling the foul on Feuerbach.
Number 10, Kylie Feuerbach.
Yes, they did.
Her second.
She thought it was a jump ball. I thought it was too, but we'll go the other way for DeKalb.
That's her second time. She's got 2 fouls, and both have come on when she was attempting a defensive rebound. Got a little too aggressive there, so.
Do you think the officials respect a player like that a little bit more than average, Scott, or do you think it's
I think
pretty
it's
fair?
pretty well reffed all around, no matter what. I don't think there's any favoritism.
Because as you know, professional, it maybe works a little bit different. But
Yeah.
Nice
We're a
finish.
few levels below as DeKalb scores their first basket of the second half. Maybe that'll get them going. Clem kicks it out
Beautiful
to
drive and
Faith
penetrate.
Feuerbach. As Kylie gets the offensive board, can't get the basket to go. Sycamore gets another offensive board, can't get it to go as Ashley Nelson throws it all the way down court.
Did her best Ross Bowers impression there. A little wide, though, over the target.
Little wide. Little back and forth there, quickly up and down the court there. There's a meeting of Webb, went for the three. Kayla Webb went for the three, couldn't get it to go as she takes a seat. And Amina Gray comes back into the game as Sycamore retains possession. Looks like DeKalb's going to try a little trap, full court trap offense.
Little press.
Defense here.
Pressure defense here. Sycamore handles it nicely, though. Going to go to Kylie Feuerbach at the top.
To her sister.
Faith, she thought about a shot, but she's not falling tonight. Maybe the confidence is lacking there a little bit, Scott.
A little bit. Looked like DeKalb closed out and wasn't the best shot in the world, so made better decision. They're fighting for the rebound down low. This time they call the jump ball. Possession arrow, DeKalb.
The Barbs caught a break on that one. They need to come up with that rebound.
See that again.
3 white jerseys in the paint. They need to come up with that one, Scott.
Amina Gray shows great toughness down low, forces the jump ball and gets the possession back into the Barbs' hands. So they look to build on that last basket here to go in the third quarter. So we're just under 2 minutes left, minute and a half left, and the Barbs have only scored 2 points.
I think they're fortunate to even just be down 12 here. The Spartans are missing some open shots, and it could be a lot worse than it is, Scott. So
it could be. They're still very much into this game. They score the next couple baskets here, they're right back into it. But you can kind of see it. Their confidence is lacking a little bit. They need some good shots here. As Ashley Nelson takes a long 2-pointer, can't get it to go. I don't know if that was the shot that Tyler Bance wanted for his offense there, but.
Think about basketball analytics nowadays. You know, the long 2 is not what you're looking for. Layups and threes, right?
That's what they say, Tom. That's what they say. Nice head fake there by Ella Shipley. Great finish as well. She's had a great game as well for the Spartans. It's been a very balanced team here. Very balanced effort from the women's Spartans team.
Seeing a couple of their players struggling. We mentioned Faith Feuerbach. Shipley making a nice contribution. Maybe an unexpected contribution from Shipley. See Gray on the right wing. Nice defense by Kylie.
Oh.
She gets right by and one.
What a penetration there by Gray.
And that might be just the play that DeKalb needed here to get back into this.
High momentum play. Nice crossover. Let's take a look at this again. Oh, crosses Kylie up. Takes it to the lane. Kylie draws a third foul on her, and Gray will go to the line for an and one. Like you said, Tom, this could be the type of play that gets a little momentum back on their side. They hit this free throw here. Got about 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Maybe a little momentum heading into the fourth quarter, and where anything can happen.
Saw the bench fight up there, that little left to right crossover. And one of the better defenders, as we know, in Kylie Feuerbach.
Absolutely.
Had her on her toes there.
As Gray hits the and one. Now it's only an 11-point lead for the Spartans.
I like Gray. She's a nice player. Pretty quick with the ball, smart
She
with
is.
the ball.
Spartans beat the defense, but another missed layup as the DeKalb look to press. Now they slow it up.
Point blank
Get
range. Faith
deep
Fairbach.
three for Sanaya. Can't get it to go. That was from the middle of the U and NIU on the court here. Another Gino shot.
So I thought it was going to go in, man.
It
Soft
looked
off the
good,
rim.
yeah. Soft off the rim. Couldn't get to go. Finner wanted to get that momentum right back. It would have dropped it to an 8-point lead for the Spartans. 8-point lead, that's not much in basketball.
That's not it, especially a lot of basketball left to play. They should hold it for one shot here. That Steph Curry range shot isn't going to do it.
The Steph Curry, Eugene German range. Sanaya Finner, soft off the rim again. This time it goes.
Nice roll.
As the third quarter ends, 38-29 Spartans. Barb's going a little bit of a run there. Spartans started off really smoking hot in that third quarter, not allowing a basket until about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The Barbs make a little push at the end. What do you think, Tom?
A single-digit scoring quarter for DeKalb, and they are fortunate to be in this game. As I mentioned, Sycamore missing some wide-open shots, and DeKalb's right where they want to be. I mean, it could be a lot worse.
To enter the fourth quarter here, it's 38-29 as we show you
So we continue
the
to see the Kobe
Sycamore
Bryant,
faithful.
continue to see the Kobe merchandise out there, as we mentioned, as everybody knows.
We got several Lakers jerseys over there. It fits their colors.
Kylie Fairbach signage there.
Fans are really starting to pile in here as both levels are open tonight in the Convocation Center. So we show you DeKalb's side. Their fan section starting to fill in. Tom, were you a big fan of going to your high school's games?
I was. I didn't have that big of a high school. It wasn't very prominent, but we took what we can get. You know?
Yeah.
How about you? I know you went to a big high school, right?
Yeah, something like that. We were 3A my junior and senior year. We went to the state finals my junior year. That was a lot of fun. We actually played here in the super sectional at the Convocation Center against Rock Island. It was a great time. Great time to be an Oswego Panther. Once a Panther, always a Panther. That's what they always say.
I'll always miss my Salmonac Bobcats, a little 1A team, but we were what we were, and we did our best.
That's all they ask as we get restarted here for the fourth quarter. Sycamore takes the first possession. Ella Shipley, another penetrating drive, gets it to go. Back to a double-digit lead for the Spartans here.
And Scott, unarguably, a difference maker in this game has been Ella Shipley, no doubt about it.
Yeah, we thought coming in that Feuerbach was going to be the difference maker, but Shipley has really catapulted this team into the lead. She's the big reason they have the lead they do now. As the Barbs couldn't get the basket to go on their first possession.
I think we see the first rest of the game for Faith Feuerbach. Maybe gather her emotions up a little bit, and a little tough night for her.
Kylie draws the foul. She'll go to the line for two here. As Maddie Smith picks up her third foul of the game.
But we know who won't be coming out of the game. They'll need Kylie Feuerbach's contribution.
Yep, Feuerbach, a 63% free throw shooter on the year. Makes the first out of two. With a stroke like that, it's surprising to see only a 63% shot.
She definitely does have a nice stroke. You expect that to improve in her college days. This is her last season with Sycamore.
Yeah, before she goes off to Iowa State. She makes both of them there.
Cyclones. So it looks to be Ashley Nelson checking back in.
Ashley Nelson will check in for Amina Gray. Oh, excuse me, Maddie Smith. It looked like Gray was heading to the bench there, but fooled me. As DeKalb resets their offense.
I would imagine Gray's playing the rest of the half, the way she's been igniting this team and trying to keep them in it.
Yep, a nice pick and roll by Nelson.
Great defense. You got to love Faith Clem, one of the smallest players on the floor. She went in amongst the trees on that and tried to block that shot.
Cameron Carly Cruzanga getting down low for the jump ball. Possession arrow still in DeKalb's favor here.
Almost another turnover there by Nelson.
Wise to let it just bounce out of bounds. DeKalb will reset, try to get a basket here.
Long pass out.
Kayla Webb, the long three, can't get it to go. It was a good-looking shot off the inbounds play, but
a little short off the front iron.
Like most of the shots in the second half, they're just not falling for the Barbs.
Sycamore is going to reset here. Feuerbach on the right wing. A soft rim, no good.
DeKalb saves it, but goes to the Spartans. Tough play down low by Evan Carrier. She can't get the basket. Ashley Nelson comes up. Looks like she might have caught an elbow going for that rebound. She appears to be okay, holding her jaw a little bit there. That can't feel too good.
Definitely not. And Carrier went for the turnaround hook shot there in the last possession.
She remains in the game, though.
She's got some size down there. Carrier does. Number 23 in black.
Yeah, 6'4". Makes her the tallest player on the team, on either team. Sycamore turns the ball right back over.
So DeKalb is getting these chances to make some shots, and they just can't seem to string together consecutive baskets.
Sycamore is not allowing, or is not pulling away like you expected them to, especially with the lack of offense here by the Barbs in the second half. As Webb penetrates the paint, can't get it to go. She'll go to the line for two. Hard foul there.
It's a nice play there by Webb. Driving in amongst two defenders, one of them being the 6'4" Carrier.
It appears she seemed a little frustrated there heading to the paint. She sinks the first of two. The Barbs really need to get some shots going here, going into the bottom of the net in order to climb back into this one, as
they definitely do.
The time is becoming a factor now with 6 minutes remaining. 11-point game, still plenty of time to come back, but they're gonna need a couple turnovers.
Webb, a 60% free throw shooter, knocks down the second. Nice penetration there.
Good hands by Ashley Nelson. She kicks it up to Webb again as she draws another foul.
Kylie didn't like that one. She thought she went
Kayla
straight
Webb,
up.
that'll be Kylie's fourth. Take a look at that again. Ashley Nelson kicks it, gets a steal, gives it to Webb. Kylie didn't appear to agree with the call. There was definitely some body contact there. Webb will go to the line for two. Can't hit the first. If the Barbs are going to climb back into the game, they're going to have to hit their free throws. As Faith Feuerbach and Jakia Thompson come back into the game for the Spartans before Webb shoots her second of two here.
It was a tough foul call there on Feuerbach. She thought she went straight up with it, but a little body contact, I would agree with you there, Scott. She knocks
Webb
down the second.
Hits the second. 10-point game. As the Barbs try that pressure defense again. It worked last time. Look, double dribble there on Faith Clem. Another turnover. This is what we were talking about earlier. Defensive chances leading to offensive opportunities. As Spartans take a timeout there.
You know, you can't control shots not falling, but you can always control your effort on the defensive end and trying to get those stops and get those steals.
Quick hands by the Barbs leading to a couple key turnovers. They'll try to cut it under 10 points here with just under 6 minutes remaining. If they can get it under 10 here, they're right back into it.
Definitely. I think a big thing for Sycamore right now, Coach Adam Wickness telling his team would be, you got to handle that full court press, you know, that pressure defense by DeKalb. Sycamore seems to be turning the ball over a couple times here on that pressure defense. So I'd say he's probably talking about how to handle that right now.
He definitely wasn't pleased with what he saw the last couple of possessions. That's why he called the timeout before DeKalb could take possession, before they could inbound the ball and try to cut the lead to under 10, as entering just about under a quarter of the way through the fourth quarter. Plenty of time left for the Barbs to crawl right back into it, though. Especially now that Kylie has 4 fouls. That's something that we need to look at.
That's something definitely you want to think about if you're DeKalb, and maybe try to take her into the paint a little
Kylie's
bit.
not back on the floor for the first time this game.
I agree with that move there. You might need her down the stretch in the last 2 or 3 minutes. I can't imagine her sitting too long, though, Scott.
DeKalb definitely needs to take advantage of her on the bench. Sycamore sits their best player.
An errant pass there by Gray.
Nelson had the position, just couldn't get the haul in the pass.
A little wide there by Gray, and it's going to go the other way. And that's
tough turnover there for the Barbs. They could have cut it to single-digit deficit. Instead, the Spartans take over. Kayla Webb goes flying into the air there.
You gotta like the effort there, but a little bit out of control there by Kayla Webb.
Yeah, Kayla Webb bit on that head fake, goes flying. Luckily, she's okay.
Both sides saw that as funny, if anything else. No conflict there. This game's been a little chippy, but that went down smoothly there.
Refs are calling a little tighter of a game this second half, probably because they saw a little chippiness going on and wanted to keep the game under control. And it's to be expected in a rivalry game like this. A crosstown rivalry. Yeah, lot of smack talking going on, I'm sure, behind the scenes, as it should be.
Definitely. You really see DeKalb trying to turn up their defense here. Little chippy foul there. Sycamore was getting dribble penetration to the lane.
Looks like Thompson extended her arm a little bit, but gets the foul call. So possession remains with Sycamore. They'll try to extend their lead.
Faith Clem calls for the inbound play as they reset.
Feuerbach still on the bench. Travel, Sycamore, another turnover. I wonder how long Coach Adam Wickness will keep Feuerbach or Kylie on the bench.
I think he'd probably want to buy maybe at least 2 more minutes, but it's a tough 2 minutes. You know, she's someone to always watch for on the floor.
As soon as she comes back into the game, if I'm DeKalb, I go right after her.
DeKalb needs to get a couple consecutive buckets here while she's on the bench.
Webb penetrates again.
That's exactly what the Barbs need to do. Stop the clock, drive into the teeth of the defense, and get easy points. Free throw line.
Evan Carrier with the foul on the play.
Coach Tyler Bance talks it over with Kayla Webb before she heads to the charity stripe.
The Barbs are in the bonus now.
That's a big deal.
This is not a bonus shot. This is first of 2, as it was a shooting foul, but Spartans have 17 fouls total, so DeKalb will be in the bonus from here on out.
Especially with the refs holding on to their whistles a little bit more.
Webb hits one of the fouls. 2, trims the deficit to 9 points. First time this half it's been under 10.
See Sycamore struggling with that press once again.
They get it across just in time.
Travel there, Faith Clem, a little out of control there.
Couldn't hold her step. Good defense there by Nelson, as Coach Adam Wickness just doesn't know what to do there on the sideline. Just
a lot of travels called today. Some slick floors here at the Convocation Center.
It looks like the next whistle, Kylie is going to check back in.
It's a good coaching move, I think.
He looked a little hesitant on doing it, but he realized he's got to do it. As Webb, another penetrating drive, but can't get the roll. That's a tough one. That would have cut it to 7 points. And they would have been able to set up that defense where this time they cannot. As Webb comes on the other end of the floor and fouls Thompson.
You got to love Faith Clem really pushing the pace and trying to get those easy baskets.
Not allowing that defense to set up.
Exactly.
As Kylie Feuerbach checks back in for Carrier.
Nice minutes there by Carrier. Nice defense inside.
So in all, Feuerbach said about a minute and a half.
That's about it. 4 fouls. You wonder if it'll hurt her aggressiveness a little bit, maybe on offense, and actually more on defense with 4 fouls.
I would think more so on the defensive side versus offense. I think you're still going to see her trying to get down low and get her shot and facilitate the offense. She's asking for it down low.
Maybe less aggressive and going for steals and going for blocks.
Sycamore seems content with just killing a lot of clock here, playing keep away. There is no shot clock in high school basketball. They take it back to the half-court line. DeKalb might be forced to foul here.
Definitely taking their time here. And this is something you work on. And
Kylie to her sister, Faith. Faith can't get the ball to go as Thompson tries to secure the rebound. Can't, so DeKalb will take possession here. This is a big possession here for the Barbs. They need a basket. Cut it to 6 or 7 points with just under 3 minutes remaining. And then they can set up that defense that has really worked wonders here in the fourth quarter.
I would agree, a key possession here for the Barbs. Got to find a way to get to the rim, get an easy basket. And Feuerbach hits the floor. We got a whistle.
If that's on Feuerbach, she's gone, but I think it might be on Thompson here.
Looks to be on Thompson.
Yep, looks like they called it on Thompson. Feuerbach didn't react as if it was on her, so I didn't expect it to be. And
Kylie's got to be careful there, though. You admire the aggressiveness, but
as Clapbrut shoots the front end of a 1-and-1 here, these become crucial free throws here. She hits the first. Big front end there.
Definitely DeKalb needs to stop the clock here, get to the free throw line as much as they can.
They've been doing a great job of that in the fourth quarter here, really trying to get it inside, get it into the lane as they're able to set up the defense after the second of 2 go. It's a 7-point lead for the Spartans. Just under 3 minutes remaining.
Nice pass there by.
They're really not looking for the shot here. They're just trying to play keep away, kill a little clock. Feuerbach, nice step. Can't get the shot to go, but they do get the offensive board.
You see her continue to call for the basketball. Nice screen there by Feuerbach.
Picked up her dribble.
DeKalb's got to do something here.
DeKalb might be forced to start fouling here. It looks like that's what they're trying to do.
Sycamore going to run this out for the last 2-12, Scott?
It appears that's what they're going to try to do. Take as much time off the clock as they can before forcing a shot up. You wonder how much long head coach Tyler Bance is going to allow this to happen for the DeKalb Barbs.
That's got to be a perfect
penetrating
shot like this one.
defense. Penetrating offense on that defense. After holding the ball for nearly a minute, they finally get a basket. That's a big basket by the Spartans.
Rush the
Forced shot there by Sanaya Finner, who's had a great game, but that might have been her first ill-advised shot I've seen all night.
Definitely.
She had that long 3, but she was feeling it. That one, as she gets a turnover there.
Just errant passing by DeKalb. That's
can't get the basket to go, though, as Kylie was going to give her the basket as she didn't want to pick up her 5th foul. Now there's a minute and a half remaining. 9-point lead for the Spartans. They're going to look to kill some more clock here before DeKalb fouls, and there it is. That'll be their 6th team foul, so they'll still have one more foul before reaching the bonus. One more foul to give. 9-point lead.
I think a big thing we've seen here by DeKalb, and while they'll probably come up short in this one, the errant passing. The players have had to control the passes that have been a little bit off key, and it results in maybe the shots being a little bit off target. And it's just that rhythm, you know what I mean? Like a wild pass forces a non-rhythm shot, and it adds up,
Faith Feuerbach hits what could be the dagger 3-pointer from the corner as that extends the Spartan lead to 12 here with 1 minute remaining. Ashley Nelson forces a 3. Can't get it to go. Kylie draws in the rebound as they foul. Kylie will be going to the line to shoot potentially 2 free throws and really seal it here for the Spartans, who are looking to win their 9th straight game and their 7th consecutive first national challenge.
How about that? You know, you really thought DeKalb, especially to start the game, you thought they were going to give them a good fight, but the second half really has belonged to Sycamore.
Absolutely. They came out here in the second half and really controlled the tempo. They played their game. Other than for a few minutes there, as Kylie misses the front end of her 1-and-1, and Faith gets called on an over-the-back foul.
That's a good point you made there, Scott. I think Sycamore really controlled the pace of the game, really controlled the tempo, and that's what made the difference. They did struggle with that pressure defense from DeKalb, that full-court press, but
Fourth quarter, they've struggled a little bit. Other than that, the third quarter, they really controlled everything. So Maddie Smith is going to go to the line for a front end of a 1-and-1 here. These are crucial free throws. The lefty makes the first. Always got to shout out a fellow lefty, right, Tom?
That's right. Southpaws stick together.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's too little too late here for the Barbs.
Misses the second one. DeKalb looked to foul, but maybe not. They might be letting up, trying to force a turnover here in the half court.
All right, Scott, so as Faith tries to the line here, I got to ask you, what do you think of the mascot, the Barbs? I know we're in DeKalb, origination of the barbed wire. What do you think of the Barbs? Like, I don't know if I'm feeling that.
I like it. I don't know what kind of a mascot they have. If you have a person wrapped in barbed wire walking around.
I was thinking that too. That's why I wanted to get your take on it.
You know, it could be dangerous as Kylie goes to the line to seal the game here. A reminder: we have the men's basketball, DeKalb and Sycamore basketball teams after a short break after this. So stay tuned for that. That'll definitely be a good one as DeKalb comes in, top of their conference. And Sycamore comes in 5-2, so it should be a really good game. As this one was as well. It kind of got away in the second half, but DeKalb kept it close in the fourth quarter as Sanaya Finner takes a long three again. Can't get it to go. Clem dribbles it up court to Thompson. Let's see if DeKalb decides to foul or if they're just going to let him dribble it out.
This looks to be it here, Scott.
It looks as though they'll pressure the ball but not really try to foul here. As the Spartans are going to win their 7th consecutive First National Challenge game here at the Convocation Center. The fans rise to their feet. The players are hugging. This is a great game, very competitive, and I'm assuming the second game will be just as competitive and just as fun here as the Sycamore Spartans defeat the DeKalb Barbs 48-36 here at the Convocation Center. Tom, your thoughts?
That was a great game by both sides. A competitive game, especially in the first half, but we really saw the better team come through in the end, and we look forward to an exciting game too.
Yeah, as mentioned before, we have the men's team coming up in just about a half hour or so after this. As Sycamore, the Spartans celebrate on the court there, jumping up and up. Little TJ Khaled.
Standing ovation by the Sycamore fans behind us. Sycamore faithful.
Well, Tom, I'm excited for the second game. The first game here was great. Kylie Feuerbach, who didn't have a phenomenal game, but you can see why what I can see is going to be a phenomenal player at Iowa State next season. I'm sad that we don't get to see her. This is the second year in a row we got to announce her. So as we look at the highlights here, there's Kylie with a three-pointer early on. Ashley Nelson strong in the first half. Couldn't really get it going in the second half. The Spartans were too suffocating down low. One of the many threes we saw in this game.
They definitely saw DeKalb get inside, get in the paint in the first half, but they really couldn't find their offense in the second.
They really couldn't. A lot of these shots coming early for DeKalb. The second half, a little different as we see the turnover there. That was the story of the second half, were turnovers. In the third quarter, it was DeKalb. Fourth quarter, Sycamore had quite a few. DeKalb just wasn't able to capitalize. As you see the long three there, and that was the dagger there.
That was a good person to not see a shot go down too. Faith Feuerbach struggled a little bit, but got some nice baskets down the stretch.
Kayla Webb tried her best to crawl back into it, to get the Barbs back into it. just a little bit too late here. And there was that, probably the play of the game right there. That was a beautiful dribble drive by Amina Gray.
Amina Gray definitely had a great second half. I would say Gray and Kayla Webb were definitely the igniters for DeKalb in the second half, but it just wasn't enough, Scott.
As we wrap it up here for the women's game, stay tuned. Again, the men's DeKalb Barbs versus Sycamore Spartans in just about 40 minutes here. We'll come back. Thank you for joining us.
And we look forward to seeing you guys for the second game of the doubleheader of the first national challenge, first national tournament. Good thing.
fun.
And now I would like to introduce everyone here, Sycamore, 8 Before we get started this evening, we would like to wish Sycamore High School graduate Ben Neiman good luck in Sunday's Super Bowl. He played in many a First National Challenge many times, so good luck, Ben. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and students of DeKalb High School, welcome here to the NIU Convocation Center for tonight's game between the Spartans of Sycamore and the DeKalb Barbs. The game is being played under the support of the Illinois High School Association and in accordance with the rules and regulations governing the conduct of athletic contests between representative IHSA member schools. The officials for this game have been assigned by the DuPage Valley Conference. They are responsible to administer the rules of the game. Their experience and integrity qualify them for this important responsibility. We trust you will feel welcome as our guests here at NIU. We encourage you to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout the contest, no matter what your personal feelings of loyalty may be toward one team or another. At this time, will you all please rise and remove your hats for tonight's singing of our national anthem, which will be performed by the members of the DeKalb and Sycamore High School choirs. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the DeKalb Sycamore Choir. Again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Northern Illinois University, the Convocation Center. And here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Sycamore Spartans and head coach Andrew Stacy. Starting off, number 2, Deshaun Harris. Number 5, Grant McConkey. Number 10, Lucas Overhaul. Number 11, Xavier Gagnapane. And number 33, Jackson Johnson. And now your starting lineup for your DeKalb Barbs and head coach Mike Reynolds. Starting off, number 1, Zach Russell. Number 2, Avery Medina. Number 12, Trenton Kyler. Number 24, Christian Gray. And number 25, Joseph Owen. Officials for this evening's non-conference matchup, Mr. Dave King, Mr. Harry Vulgaris, and Mr. Randy Wilson.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the first National Challenge. We're here for Game 2 as the DeKalb Barbs and the Sycamore Spartans men's teams will face each other for the second half of the first National Challenge. I'm Tom Burton here, as always, play-by-play commentator Scott Nickel. And we're in for a good one here, folks, as the DeKalb Barbs are 17-4 and 4-0 in conference play. And they look to defend their title from last year in this game. And I'll send it over to Scott. What are your thoughts on this game, Scott, and what you saw last year?
Well, Tom, this year the Barbs are coming in hot as they win the tip there. They're 8-2 in their last game. As you said, they're 17-4 as they started off with an easy basket down low.
Nice move there. And Joseph Owens, the big man.
They really controlled last year's game. They won last year's first national challenge. Looked to be an alley-oop pass there. Can't get it to go. Remains Sycamore ball. But DeKalb won 60-48 last year. It was a 12-point win. It really wasn't that close. It was double-digit lead most of the game.
We saw an uber-competitive game last year. A lot of chippy fouls.
This gentleman with the ball right now, McConkley, he has that heart as he drives it to the lane. Can't get it to go, but we're going to see a lot of that the rest of this game as DeKalb pushes it up-tempo.
A lot of control there by Grant, but early in the game, we'll find their offense. Nice tip rebound there. That was number 10, Lucas Overhaul. A nice drive. Missed the botch layup.
Good move there.
That was Jackson Johnson, number 33, the big man. A nice baseline jumper there, 15-footer. DeKalb takes over.
From what I've seen so far, Tom, I think it's going to be a very fast-paced game. A lot of running up and down the court. At least that's what DeKalb wants to do. They definitely have the size advantage.
I like the speed of the game.
Good active hands by Sycamore right there, but DeKalb retains possession. Joseph Owens gathered the ball, kicks it back out to Medina. Medina with a nice dribble. Could have been a travel. Russell takes a deep three off the back of the iron. Sycamore is going to look to break out here. McConkley kicks it over. Wide open three for Overhog. Drains it. The convo is rocking early here. A lot of fans coming in. Student section's jam-packed. It's going to be a fun atmosphere for a great game. Let's hope to be a great game in the first national challenge.
Knocks it down. Nice ball movement there by Sycamore. Find the open
Medina
man.
top of the free throw line. Made that look easy right there.
We got a 5-4 ball game. Sycamore with the lead. We got McConkey with the ball. Drives right. Kicks it out left. Nobody home for that pass.
Turns it over. McConkey and Overhog looking back and forth. Let's see that again. Kind of out of control there.
A couple of drives by Grant. A little bit out of control. He's got to be a little smarter with the basketball, Scott.
Thought he was in the corner. He wasn't. It looked like Overhog was shifting a little bit to give him some space.
DeKalb's calling a set play. This is Deshaun Harris.
Trenton Kyler kicks it over into the corner as Zach Russell resets the offense for the Barbs here.
There was another kid last year who really had an impact on the game. Trenton Kyler out of DeKalb, number 12. He's really a scrapper.
Picks up his first foul. Little too close, a little body contact going on. Looks like the refs are going to call it a little tighter here earlier on than they did in the ladies' game earlier.
As they would, given the chippiness of last year's game. As Harris with the ball now drives right. Nice swoop layup, no good. No whistle, Sky. As we go back to the drive here by Harris. Nice scoop layup. No whistle. Crushing that was Avery Medina with the drive.
As Medina gets the turnover and then gives it right back to the Spartans, as the Spartans almost give it right back to the Barbs. McConkey looks to settle it down here. Oh, big
that was a nice block
there. By Joseph Owens. Xavier Gagnepen looked to have that easy basket. Johnson said no.
Trenton Kyler thought about the pull-up.
Medina hits a three, looks over to his bench, fires him up. The Barbs take a 7-5 lead midway through the opening quarter here.
Nice shot there by Medina. Taking with the defense, gets him, knocks it down. Jackson Johnson thought about the shot, pass it inside. Nice drive there.
Take a look at that again as Xavier Gagnepen makes it look easy. DeKalb answers right back as Medina. He's got a few baskets early on.
Nice interior pass there by Winters. No good.
Medina pulls the chair out from underneath him right there. Let's take a look at that again. Backs up and just.
It's a nice defensive sequence there by DeKalb.
Just let him take a couple steps more than he needed.
Harris now controlling the offense.
And for the Spartans, number 21, Hayes. Replacing number 11, Jackson.
Foul there on Sycamore. DeKalb will keep the ball. As they have a 9-7 advantage here early on. Head fake there by Kyler. As Jaden Thompson has just checked into the game for the Barbs. Kicks it over to Daniel Brown. Medina's feeling it early on. Nice pass to the corner there.
Being aggressive with the ball.
Not the best shot in the world.
That was Kyler for three from the left wing. Contested shot.
Little shove match going on underneath. It'll be Sycamore ball as DeKalb runs their press defense.
Kyler with the pressure on overhaul, top of the key.
Blocking foul there on the Barbs. Sycamore in the black and gold tonight, but their fans, as we take another look at that, looks like he just tripped over his own feet there, but called a blocking foul.
Well, there.
The Sycamore are in the black and gold tonight, but their fans are representing the Lakers, and they're all in purple and gold. It's really a great sight to see.
Definitely honoring the late, great Kobe Bryant.
As DeKalb fights over the rebound, gives it back to the Spartans, who put it back up for an easy deuce to tie it up at 9.
Dean looks to set up the offense here. Kicks it left to Kyler.
The Barbs working from our right to left here. Thompson couldn't keep his feet set there.
Sycamore inbound, McConkey.
Check back into the game after a short time on the bench. This is going to be a key matchup here. As McConkey, one of those tough plays there. Took a lot of contact, but still was able to get it to go. We saw that a lot last year. As you see this play again, no foul.
It's a Grant McConkey bucket right there. Out of control.
Big time bucket. As the Spartans take their first advantage of the game. Take a look here. Head coach Mike Reynolds for the Barbs. He's got to be frustrated with how things have gone so far.
Into the Spartans is number 30, Reicher.
Matt Reich checks into the game for the Barbs. Excuse me, for the Spartans. Barbs retain possession here. Trying to work it down low to Joe Owens.
Going to hold on to it. Nice drive by Owens.
Nice hesitate. Can't get the bucket to go. Daniel Brown tried hard for the rebound. Couldn't get it. So we enter 40 seconds remaining in this opening quarter, and what's been a really, not a lot of scoring, but a lot of action here in the first quarter. McConkey left his feet again, able to find someone that time.
He'll take that shot.
Just a little, great looking shot. Thought it was going to go a bit behind the three-point line. Couldn't get it.
Trent Kyler wants to slow it down here. Maybe one shot for DeKalb. Looking for the ISO here, Scott.
Looks like he's clearing out the lane. A little pick and roll action with Thompson. Nice stutter step. Loses control. And good active hands.
Great defense by Sycamore.
It'll be Sycamore ball with 1 second remaining. Take a look at that. Great active hands down low. Just not allowing Kyler to get anything. As the first quarter comes to an end here, the Spartans lead the Barbs 11-9. A little bit of a shocking score, Tom, wouldn't you think?
11-9, a low-scoring game. Nice defense by both teams. Teams are missing some open shots, but it really is a competitive first quarter, I would say.
Yeah, it's exactly what the Spartans want, I would think. As, you know, the DeKalb looked like they wanted to get out and run, whereas Sycamore wanted to run a little more half-court offense.
Definitely.
And they're definitely playing at the pace of the Spartans so far. As we take a look at the fans from both sections here, there's the Barbs.
Trying to figure out what that is. Got ice in my veins. Who that was?
I think that was Kuzma right there.
Kyle Kuzma, yeah. We see a lot of support going on here. A little Kobe Bryant, a little NIU Husky.
Love it. We love to see it as we are in the home of the NIU Huskies at the Convocation Center here in DeKalb, Illinois.
And you got to love the attendance. A little unfamiliar total here.
Yeah, we got the upper deck open. It's a great atmosphere here tonight. Fan section jam-packed. A lot of fun. Everyone seems to be having a great time here thus far and hoping to watch some great Class 3A and 4A basketball.
Absolutely. Picking up on what you said, Scott, a minute ago. I think a big thing is going to be which team controls the pace of the game. You know, you mentioned one team trying to slow it down, another one trying to pick it up. That's going to be a big deal here in the second quarter and the rest of the game.
I think so as well, as they get the ball restarted here to start the second quarter. Spartans have first possession. And turn the ball over almost immediately as the Barbs will look to get the first shot of the second quarter and tie things up or possibly take the lead here.
Not the ideal start for Sycamore to begin the quarter.
Well, as Jamarcus Winters checks into the game for the first time for the Barbs.
Kyler again with the drive. Got away with the travel there.
It looks, you said this earlier during the ladies' game, it appears to be a little slick out there.
It does.
Tough, big play there by Joe Owens. Flexes the muscle, goes up for the board.
It's an and one by Owens. Nice strong move in the lane. He's trying to complete the three-point play.
I remember him from last year. He had a big-time game then, and he'll look to replicate or duplicate that this season.
I can see him playing in college, Scott. He's got that professional build.
He does. The 6'5" forward.
Sycamore is going to start things up here with Lucas Overhog. Keeps him himself.
That was a good, if that pass was in his chest, he would have had an open shot there. Xavier would have had the shot. He's got Overhog in the corner. Can't catch it clean, though. Thought about the shot before he caught the pass.
It's going to be a turnover by Sycamore.
And then shuffled his feet, doubled it, dribbled. Yeah, shuffled his feet. Thought too much about it. All happened because he didn't catch the pass cleanly and was unable to get the shot up. Almost certainly would have taken the shot. As we take a look at Sycamore's head coach, Andrew Stacy.
Picking up off that, the officials have been watching that all night long, Scott. The shuffle in the feet, 2-minute dribble.
Yeah,
it's been called all night.
The crew before, they had a great game, I would say, and this crew appears to be doing the same here. Good start. As Winters drives it to the lane but can't finish. McConkey high off the glass to avoid the block.
Nice play there by Grant. Going among the teeth of the defense and high off the glass. Nice soft roll there, too. Gotta love that.
Real soft roll.
The smallest players on the floor. He's one of the toughest players on the floor, wouldn't you say?
You like to see it. As he throws up another wild shot, doesn't get that to go. The Spartans get the board. Harris fouled, but is not a shooting foul.
You know, Scott, that's his game. You know, we call it a wild shot, but that's kind of what he does. You know, I haven't seen him take a smooth layup in a long time.
I don't think we saw him take one last year either. So that's, you know, maybe a bit unorthodox, but if it works, it works.
Makes the coach scratch their head every once in a while, but he's a productive player nevertheless.
It's like Javi Baez. He gets a little crazy, but if it works, it works. As there's a big block there again. They're just, the Barbs are just crushing it down low as Russell scores at the other end.
Nice finish there. That was Zach Wessel, point guard.
Three-point look from the Spartans. Doesn't go. Can't corral the offensive board. Possession goes to the Barbs. Christian Grace checks in for Daniel Brown for DeKalb. This is a bit slower pace of a second quarter than the first quarter.
It's definitely slowed down a little bit. The team's trying to find their offense here. Medina with a nice cross.
Good extra pass. Maybe one too many passes.
A lot of control there, Zach Russell.
Xavier tries to Euro step into the lane. Shot before, foul before the shot.
Short rest by Trenton Kyler. He's going to come back into the game. A short stint off the bench for DeMarcus Winters.
With the offensive foul, looked like he leaned into him a little bit there. Maybe lowered the shoulder in. Medina, maybe a little theatrics, but got the call. And
Grant already looking frustrated in the early stages of this game. He's going to show it here on the defensive end.
Mid-range jumper by Owens. Can't get it to go. Medina gets the offensive board. But then McConkey gets called for the foul.
Nice drive there by Owens.
Take a look at that again. Looked to have the feet set, but looked to be also be inside the circle, the half circle. Oh, they did call an offensive foul. Excuse me there.
Let's charge on Owens there. His first foul. Nice play there by McConkey. Those tough plays, you know, that's what wins games.
He's a gritty guy. as McConkey takes a seat for a few minutes.
He didn't take too long for us to remind us about that, Scott.
He did not. Opening play of the game.
He's overhog, left-handed dribble. Nice offensive rebound.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 25, Owens, his second.
Great play there.
And the line for the Spartans, number 11, Gagnapin.
As Gagnapin goes to the line for 2 here. Misses the first of 2.
It's off the right iron.
Overhog telling Xavier what's going on as you take a look at the 6'2" sophomore for the Spartans.
0 for 2
Misses
at the line, though.
both. Almost got the offensive board, but it slipped into the Barb's hand.
A little out of control there. Those winners.
Another lefty jumper there by Kyler.
That's Kyler, and he's really a guy that gets his team going. His energy on the floor, and
Fouls on the Spartans, number 33.
he's a multifaceted player.
His first, team fifth.
DeKalb's going to inbound here with winners.
Both teams really struggling here in the second quarter to get any shots to fall.
High off the glass.
As I'm speaking, Daniel Brown hits a nice running jumper.
So you see left-handed all the way, high off the glass and in, over the trees. Oh, he missed his man there.
DeKalb looks to be slowing down a little bit. That's another slip. It's about the 4th or 5th time we've seen someone try to stop in the lane there and not be able to do it and have to drag that foot.
It's difficult to hit the brakes quickly like that, especially in a fast-paced game like this one.
Yeah, it takes me a while to slow down once I get going too, Tom.
I never get going too quickly, so. As overhog, the errant pass there, he didn't like it. The miscommunication there by Overhog and Harris.
And a 30-second timeout.
I want to see a timeout here on the floor.
30-second timeout. Let's take a look here again.
It's a little miscommunication there by
That
Sycamore.
turnover. Wanted him to
cut a little farther.
Cut a little higher there, yeah. Didn't happen.
So we saw DeKalb last year kind of dominate the first parts of this game. Sycamore did a nice job kind of hanging in. As you see the fans at the Convo supporting Kobe Bryant, as we said before.
DeKalb will start with the ball here just under midway through the second quarter with a 16-13 lead. A lot closer than I'm sure the Barbs wanted it to be at this point in the game, especially, being undefeated and 17-4 overall. 8-2 in their last 10.
Definitely both teams could use a win here.
Good defense there by Jackson Johnson down low.
Forced a jump ball. I believe that was Jason Hayes of Sycamore.
Take a look at that again. You are correct, Tom. Jason Hayes.
A lot of arm action going on there, but it's called the jump ball. Nice block there.
Johnson goes up big for the block on Grays.
Goes straight up, get the block.
Sycamore looking to let that defense create a little offense like the Barbs did in the game today. Block at the other end, 3 on this end for Jackson Johnson.
Johnson's a nice player.
Just
Rebounds
like that,
down
we're
low.
tied up again. That would have been good from college range for him.
That's those stretch bigs, guy. You gotta love them.
Yep, that's the way the game's going now.
Knock down that three. Bully inside. Arguably traveled there by Kyler. Reverse layup, nicely done.
Kyler made that look easy.
Good for 2 points. Number 12, Kyler.
May have gotten away with the carry, but it was a very nice drive.
Take a look at this one. Behind the basket.
Switches
reverse
hands
layup.
with the left hand.
Gotta love that.
Fouls on the mark, number 11, Winters is second.
Winters gets called for the foul, his second of the game. Brody Armstrong will shoot the free throw. It's a 1-and-1. Makes the first.
No basket.
The refs are calling it off, a lane violation.
I don't know if that was on the shooter. What was that?
On the
there?
Spartans.
Taking another look at that.
I'm not sure who they called that on.
He might have stepped over the line on a shot.
Either the shooter or Jackson Johnson, one of the two.
A little overly aggressive to get that rebound. Hand check foul there.
Fouls on Spartan number 2, Harris is second, team 6.
So the Spartans are in the bonus now. The Barbs are 1 foul away from being in the bonus.
See some more free throws here in the end of the quarter. DeKalb will inbound. It's a 2-point game here at the Convocation Center. And another travel. That's going to be Kyler again. He got away with one on the last possession, but.
It might have been a make-up call for last possession, but
I didn't see much. But
you win some, you lose some. Spartans ball. Mike Reynolds isn't happy with that.
That was a debatable one there, but. It's the top of the key now. It's an offensive foul. I didn't see what that one was.
Take a
We're
look
going
at
the other way.
Spartans coach Andrew Stacy there. He's got to be pleased with the way his team's battled thus far in the first half. 2-point deficit, but really controlling the pace of this game and holding the Barbs to only 18 points is commendable for the Spartans team.
The Barbs not as dominant as we've seen them in the past. Dribble penetration by Kyler.
Running what appears to be the motion offense. Setting a lot of picks high, letting guys get open around the perimeter and down low.
We know who runs a motion offense, don't we, Scott?
We're very familiar with that around here, Tom.
Kyler, lefty.
Can't get it to go.
Nice rebound.
High off the board with Russell with that rebound.
Rubbing under. What a play there. Jaden Thompson. With the drive.
He made that
lefty.
look easy. That was a very athletic play there by Thompson. As you take another look, Russell grabs that board. Thompson goes up and under through 2 defenders.
Finds the open lane, adjusts his shot a little bit. Gets it over the trees there. Look at that.
Yeah, great play.
And meanwhile, the breakaway.
Barbs get the steal, and then Brown finishes it at the other end to extend the Barbs lead to 6 with 40 seconds remaining in this opening half here.
And we're just talking about Sycamore hanging in to keep it close, but 2 layups now by DeKalb.
2 easy baskets and almost another turnover there by the Spartans right in front of us here.
Pressure defense. Johnson up top.
Brody Armstrong is able to get it to Johnson.
Swings right. Nice interior pass. Turnover. Nice defense by the Bart.
Let's see if they push it or hold for one last shot. Looks like they're going to hold for the final shot of the half here.
Try to cut it to a 3 or 4 point game here. So we wind down the first half of game 2.
Oh, it's a long 3-pointer. Can't get it to go for Russell.
Off the front iron. And the DeKalb Barbs take a 6-point lead, 22-16 over Sycamore heading into the halftime break. Scott, what did you like there in that first half of that game?
Well, I thought the Spartans came out and really played well for about 14 of the 16 minutes in that first half. And then the final 2 minutes, they kind of let up a little bit on defense. And, you know, really once McConkey sat down, they had trouble starting anything on offense except for that three by Jackson Johnson after that big block. So we'll see if McConkey can kind of get that offensive going again here in the second half, as they're trailing just by 6.
And we mentioned he's kind of a wild player, but he does bring that energy that you need, you know, to stay in games. And
we'll be back here shortly with the second half of the first national challenge as the Barbs lead 22-16 against the Spartans.
Mira mami, yo vendo música, yo no vendo sueños. La diferencia es que lo de ellos rentaba y lo mío yo soy el dueño. So fíjate, espírate, dígate, ya tú sabes para dónde pari. Hace 6 meses llego de Cuba, ya tienes Ferrari. Ay mi madre, aprendo una vela. No soy Alejandro, Fernando, Roberto. Dile a Lady Gaga, yo soy Armando, formando escándalo cierto. Yo quiero estar contigo. Tú quieres estar conmigo. Dale cosa rica.
Did it for one lady, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, won't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything can stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, may we present to you the Sycamore Cheer.
Sycamore Spartans. Sycamore High School.
down one time. SHS came to shine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sycamore cheer. Now continuing on for your halftime entertainment, we have the DeKalb cheer. We'll be drawing the 50-50 raffle after the presentations. 50-50 raffle will be the last thing of a halftime.
Thought you wanted me to go. Why you trying to keep me singing now? B-A-R-E-S.
Now I'm a warrior. Now I've got thicker skin. I'm a warrior. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
We do it for the fans, the ones up in the stands. Leave it all on the floor and make them raise their hands.
Want some? Go get some. 'Cause where I'm from, it's a big gun. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to fucking stain. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to fucking stain.
Here we go. Speakers about to blow. You've been waiting all day. About to give you a show.
DeKalb Barbs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the DeKalb cheer. We also wish both teams good luck tomorrow at IHSA Cheer Sectional. Good luck, ladies.
she busy, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousin so crazy, my cousin like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her look up, cause it's
For those of you who purchased 50-50 raffle tickets, while they're picking up the mats, we've drawn the numbers. This ticket is worth $442. The ticket number is blue. The number is 1867852. 1867852. If you have that ticket, come to the scorer's table, please. 1867852. If I could call your attention to the midcourt, please. I would like to introduce the school officials who are present here tonight to accept the proceeds of this year's 2019-2020 First National Challenge. Please hold your applause to the end. We have the superintendents from DeKalb, Jamie Craven, and from Sycamore, Kathy Countryman. The principals, first from DeKalb, James Horn. From Sycamore, Tim Carlson. Our athletic directors, from DeKalb, Peter Goff. From Sycamore, Chauncey Carrick. And our DeKalb Bar boosters, we have Jackie Finch and Carrie Schultz. And from the Sycamore Sports Boosters, Jim Dumont. And now, Tao Pham from First National Bank will present a check to your booster clubs in the amount of $55,000. This brings the grand total raised from this event for the past 20 years to $1,130,000. Let's give thank everyone for their support of this year's First National Challenge. Congratulations to everyone. At the end of the 2019-2020 school year, Mrs. Kathy Countryman will be retiring as Superintendent of Schools of Sycamore. She has been a great supporter of the First National Challenge and all athletics. At this time, Mr. Tim Carlson will present Mrs. Countryman with her varsity letter for her dedication to Sycamore schools, the students of Sycamore, and all who have participated in the First National Challenge. Congratulations. Again, we need the 50-50 ticket winner. 50-50 ticket, 1867852.
Smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Point running on diesel, dog. Playing with my nigga, this lethal, dog. Who you see? What? Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dog. Don't just say it now, you gotta show me. What you gotta do? Bring Bring the clip back empties. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a 10-piece, dawg. There ain't nothing, I'm just being friendly, dawg. It's just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall.
Don't throw those 50-50 tickets away. We may have to draw another one. Don't throw those tickets. Again, we're looking for 186-7852.
Yeah, a lot of murk caught me in a hard way. Got a sticky and I keep it at my dog's place. Girl, I left you love it magic, not it's all shade. Still going bad on you anyway. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Jason Terry. Whoa. Richard Millie cuss a Lambo. Known to keep the better on commando. Every time I'm in my trap, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. For real. She said, oh, you rich. I graduated, call me Big Fish. I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. That's the only thing I want for Christmas. I been had my way out here, yeah, no, that's facts. You ain't living that you said, yeah, we know that's cat. You ain't got the ass in when you see me, no, I'm straight. DTOVO, we back again, we going back. Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I'll show you how to. Gotta do it if you really wanna fall till you fall when you're back against the wall and a bunch of need you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway. Saw you last night but did it broad day.
All right. They have made the decision to draw another 50-50 raffle. So here is the next number for the 50-50 raffle. 344-3451. 50-50 raffle ticket number 2, 344-3451.
Welcome back inside the Convocation Center here in DeKalb, Illinois, the campus of Northern Illinois University. We've got a good one for you as the DeKalb Barbs lead the Sycamore Spartans 22-16 as we're about a minute and a half away from resuming action here. Tom, what did you see in the first half, and what do you think the Spartans need to do to get back into this game a little bit?
Well, Scott, as you said, a really low-scoring game in the first half, 22-16. You really like to see kind of a aggressive defensive game like this, especially with two like hard-nosed teams like this. And I expect to see kind of the same thing we saw in the first half. Just not too many outside shots being made, and just players getting on the floor, working hard, and trying to get a gutsy win, I guess is how you put it.
Okay, so flip reverse side here. If you're DeKalb, how are you going to extend this lead? What do you need to do?
I think you got to keep feeding the big man. Joseph Owens, number 25, really had it going in the first half. Maybe didn't score so much, but his presence is just known down there. He's such a big body, big force down there. 6'5", I believe. And
yes, sir.
Feed the big dog, man. Get him going down there. And
let the big boys eat.
That's right.
Yeah. He had a few big blocks early in that first half and really set the tone and let big blocks like that lead to easy opportunities at the other end. And I think they did that at the end of the first half to extend it to a 6-point lead. So I think they're going to look to do that here again in the second half, at least to begin it. The Spartans, on the other hand, they need McConkey to kind of lead that offense like he was for the first 14 minutes of the game. Until they pulled him, he was playing great.
Yeah, we definitely saw some aggressiveness in the early going, especially from McConkey and the guards of Sycamore. So we'll see if they can put the pressure on DeKalb to hold on to the lead and get the win here. It should be a great second half.
Another key is Avery Medina for the Barbs getting back into it. He scored 7 of the first 9 points for them, and I think he was shut out the rest of the half. So he'll look to get back into it as the Spartans will start the second half with the ball.
It'll be interesting to see which player kind of makes an impact here in the second half. As our boy Grant gets away with the travel there.
McConkey slides a little bit. Xavier throws it off Grays, and the Spartans will retain possession here to begin the second half.
The inbound play here goes back out to Grant. I don't know where that pass was going, Scott.
Conkey threw it away. Oh, they're saying it was tipped by Russell, which would explain the errant throw. It was very un-McConkey-like, as we've seen.
Un-McConkey-like, is that how we're saying it now?
That's the word. That's what they're saying. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Barbs, so they'll take over.
So Trenton Tyler came up with the ball, but they called the jump, brought it back.
It was a quick call on the jump. The Barbs take their first possession here of the second half, the third quarter.
Kyler on McConkey. That's a nice matchup there. I thought that was going to drop. Nice dribble penetration there. Trenton Kyler on Grant McConkey. He's going to get to the line.
Spartans number 5,
2 shots.
McConkey, his third.
Correction, 1-1.
2 shots.
I was right the first time.
You were, as you see a replay there, McConkey goes hard to the lane.
Don't second guess yourself, kids.
Kyler goes hard to the lane, excuse me, and McConkey with the body foul as Kyler hits the first of his 2 free throws here, extend the lead to 7 for the Barbs.
Another one of those young, scrappy players, those small players, Trenton Kyler.
As he hits both free throws, and the Barbs use that press defense, full court, man-to-man.
Russell pressure and McConkey taking the ball up the court.
Blocked by Kyler there.
Just barely saved it to McConkey. Owens is going to come up with it.
DeKalb fights hard for that board. As Medina kicks it into the corner. Big three-pointer by Russell. Extends it to an 11-point advantage for the Barbs.
Nice job pushing the pace there by DeKalb. Finds the open man in the corner.
See that again. A quick timeout here in the second half by the Spartans. They want to cease any momentum that the Barbs just picked up. That was the opposite of what I would think Coach Andrew Stacy was looking to do here to begin the second half for the Spartans.
We kind of saw the same thing in the last game, too. One team coming out strong in the second half, going on a little bit of a run. And we got a double-digit game now. The other direction this time, though, with the Barbs taking an 11-point lead.
The DeKalb fan section starting to really get into it. A little quieter over on the Sycamore side now. This is when you need the fans the most, though. When you're down, you got to use that momentum that they give you. You got to get the fans back into it. One big play, one momentous play can do that.
Especially in an atmosphere like this, you know, a location like this. Sycamore will inbound. Oh, nice play there, and one.
There's the potential play right there. Xavier Gangpin hits the big shot and goes to the line to try to convert the and one here.
It's a nice play drawn up there by Coach Andrew Stacy on the inbound. Nice roll, completes the 3-point play. Much needed points there for Sycamore.
Yes, cuts it to an 8-point deficit now. McConkey tried to get in the lane and steal it, and then he keeps with it and eventually gets the steal. pulls up
Nice play.
spotter by McConkey. Nice little pull-up floater.
Grant there got by 2 defenders and went up with a nice floater. Nice catch there by Owens down low.
Looked like he wanted an alley-oop. Couldn't quite get it. Kyler, though, said, I want 3. Didn't get it to fall, though.
Oh, he thought that one was going down. He was heading back on D. Surprised that didn't fall.
It looked good. He's kind of got a knuckleball-looking shot. Not a lot of rotation.
Yeah. Yep. Nice hands there. That was Owens.
McConkey able to stay with it, though. He's got a couple guys if he's looking.
He fakes the pass over. Nice hesitation.
Hesitation, too strong, but Xavier gets the rebound. Can't get the basket to go.
We're seeing a lot of aggressiveness down in the paint. You gotta love that.
A lot of struggle for any rebound now, as we got a timeout here by the Barbs. As the Spartans go on a quick 5-0 run.
You really notice here, we're not seeing a lot of outside shooting, a lot of force it into the paint, drawing fouls, offensive rebounds.
So the Barbs started the third quarter on a hot streak there. As you take a look at Mike Reynolds, head coach of the Barbs. Now the Spartans are on the 5-0 run of their own. What do the Barbs have to do here to kind of counteract that?
So get back to what they were doing in the beginning of the half. They were pushing the pace, getting easy baskets, and as we always say, controlling the tempo of the game.
Yeah, it definitely looks as though the Barbs want to play fast and the Spartans want to play in the half-court sets, get their defense set.
Take a look at the fans here at the Convocation Center.
A lot of them to choose from here tonight. We got both decks open, both very filled up. Nice to see. Lots of fans.
We don't see it often, Scott, do we? Local supporter, little IHSA basketball.
Harris can't get the basket to go. DeKalb comes down with the strong board. A lot of loose rebounds.
Trenton Kyler crosses him up.
Nice jump step there by Jaden Thompson. Can't get it to go. A little too strong off the backboard.
So Mike Reynolds not happy with that one. They think Sycamore got away with a hold there on the offensive rebound.
McConkey.
And one.
That acrobatic flair that he's got.
Well, Scott, he hits that gear as we take a look here. He just changes gears, switches right over the defense. Nice play by Grant.
We'll go to the line here to trim it, to try to trim it to a 3-point game.
McConkey shooting 1.
The senior hits the free throw, converts the and one, cuts it to a 3-point deficit now. Just a 1-possession game. After being down 11, this is a huge run by the Spartans.
Russell handles it up top, swings it over. Trenton Kyler now tries to cross him up.
Barbs haven't had that great of their offense has come as they turn the ball over on the fast break more so than in the half-court sets. It's when they've gotten in the half-court set, they really haven't done much.
Definitely another travel there. That was Jaden Thompson this time.
2 turnovers in a row for Thompson. So McConkey looks to trim the deficit even more for the Spartans here.
Spartans a 1-possession game here.
As he throws up a wild errant shot.
And that will not
probably ill-advised. Travel called there on Christian Grays.
After controlling the rebound or the ball, they shuffled his feet a little bit. Sycamore retains. You got to wonder what head coach Andrew Stacy thinks sometimes when McConkey throws up shots like that. Like, you just don't know. I guess you take the good with the bad, right?
Exactly. I was just going to say, as I mentioned earlier, as Xavier turns it to a 1-point deficit now for the Spartans. That's a nice up and under there.
Man.
The Barbs are struggling to find anything on offense here after getting out to an 11-point lead.
And another offensive foul.
Looked like a moving screen there as Mike Reynolds holds the ball from the refs. Clearly unhappy with the way that the officiating has gone in the second half.
See him chirping at the officials
For the
there.
Spartans, number 13, Armstrong.
I didn't see that. What happened there?
It looked like Daniel Brown was set a moving screen on the corner over there. I was a bit blocked as well, but it looked like his feet were still shuffling as he was attempting to set the screen.
Starting to get a little chippy here between these two local teams. Spartans push.
They had Jackson Johnson on that drive.
Oh.
Travel.
Kind of appeared like Overhaul got fouled on that, but they end up calling another travel on Sycamore. The DeKalb retains, and they need a bucket right here.
Gone almost 2.5 minutes now without one.
Looks like Grant McConkey's about to come back in.
Short trip to the bench. Maybe just needed a quick breather.
Another travel.
Travel again.
Into the Spartans, number 5, McConkey.
Daniel Brown.
Brown.
That's 4 consecutive possessions with a travel on the Spartans or the Barbs.
So Sycamore was able to continue to trim the lead down and give McConkey a little bit of a rest. Now he's back in. Good position right now for the Spartans.
Medina's clutching his knee a little tender. It looks like he's going to switch off of McConkey, maybe to give that knee a rest. As Johnson pulls up for the 3, can't get it to go.
He's been quiet here in the second half. Medina, that is. You're talking about him. Speaking of Medina.
Well, they got a big mismatch on him. A lot of length on as the pull-up jumper doesn't go.
Nice offensive rebound. They're going to wave Johnson there for the foul.
Brown gets up for the board there. He'll go to the line for 2.
Spartans, number 11,
Pull up by Kyler.
That was a nice man's offensive rebound there.
Yeah.
Johnson catches him from behind. Weller and free throws there, Scott. And
It's a good foul by the Spartans as well. Don't give up an easy basket underneath. Make him earn it at the line, and as a result, he misses the first one of 2.
I was about to say, DeKalb really needed to get to the free throw line. They were having trouble with their offense, but you got to knock them down.
Take a look at the senior guard there. 6'1". Sinks the second one.
Back to a 2-point game. DeKalb holding on to the lead.
Another lefty as well. A lot of them here tonight. Brody Armstrong can't hit the 3 as Medina looks to push the pace here for the Barbs.
He pulls it back. Almost got a ball stolen by Johnson.
Gets a wide open shot. Hits the 3.
Three-pointer from the top.
The defense backs off, but he lets them know you got to guard him, man.
Looks like everyone just kind of collapsed there as everyone just nice pick set down low.
Take a look, Medina. He knew it was in. And meanwhile, an and one.
Brody Armstrong goes hard to the paint.
Basket is good. Fouls on the Barbs, number 24, Gray.
Take a look at that again.
His second.
Nice little spin move. Circus act.
It's a nice answer there by Sycamore.
Hayes, the number 30.
Jackson Johnson and Xavier take a seat here for the Spartans. Brody Armstrong goes to the line, try to cut to a 2-point game.
I like the impact Armstrong's had on this game, especially in this half.
As a sophomore, he's played a lot of minutes, so as he converts to anyone, future looking good for the Spartans.
We got Medina now. He just knocked down a 3. Last possession. Nice interior passing by DeKalb.
Better interior defense by the Spartans. They did not let him go up easy with that shot, and as a result, they forced a turnover. So McConkey dribbles a little out of control, and they call a foul. Reynolds is not happy over there. The Spartan bench loves it. Red coach for the Barbs livid over there as he calls a full timeout.
Joseph Owens could not believe. Yeah, whistle for a foul on that one. Hopefully another look at this.
Looked like he was losing control over there.
Things are getting chippy here a little bit, Scott, as we wind down. Another look at the Kobe faithful section, let's call it.
A lot of Laker stuff going on. Little different vibe on the Barb side. They about 5 game minutes ago, you would have seen them acting like the Spartans were.
Let's see how DeKalb responds to this here. They look a little frustrated going into the timeout.
About to reset here. About around 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Immediately, the Spartans turn the ball over.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 30, Leisher is first, team third.
As Medina sets up the offense here, calling for a set play. Owens and Kyler line up at the top.
Picks up his dribble and looks like Joseph Owens kind of jumped a little too early for that pass.
They did what they wanted to, just an errant pass there, miscommunication.
Another travel.
And that was a travel there.
As Matthew Reich was in the corner calling for the three, but they weren't able to find him. Would have given the Spartans their first lead since the first quarter.
It's been a while since we've seen a bucket here.
Tina with the head fake.
Got away with a walk there, looked like. Back out to Kyler.
I don't know if anyone's getting away with any walk in here tonight the way this has been officiated.
That is true. The big man, Owens, three.
Short off the front rim, but Brown gets the board. His offensive board can't get it to go. McConkey gets the defensive board. But Deshaun Harris gets called for the foul behind the play.
The foul on Russell there. Let's take a look here.
Brown couldn't get it to go. Take a look at the foul.
Cal got away with one there, I think, Scott. What do you think?
Didn't see much, but the refs aren't going to let this game get away, so they're calling it tight both ways.
It's tough to say. The Sycamore faithful behind us were not fans of that call.
If we were on the other side, it'd be a different story.
That is correct.
As Kyler spots open for the wide open three, can't get it to go. Can't get a much better look than that.
He's been struggling a little bit with a shot tonight, is Trenton Kyler. We saw him knock down a bunch of shots last year. A behind the back move there by Overhaul.
Armstrong tries to reset the offense.
Down low again to Overhaul.
Double team.
Nice recovery there by Sycamore.
Able to save it, and then Brown called for the foul after McConkey appeared to lose his footing.
Number 22, Brown.
It's a tough call.
Take a look again. He body checked him a little bit there. He didn't seem to think so.
That was a tough call there.
The Spartans are already in the bonus. So he'll go to the line. McConkey will for the front end of a 1-and-1 here. We'll get a quick substitution for the Barbs. As Jamarcus Winters checks in for Avery Medina. Winters, the 6-foot guard.
Into the Spartans, number 11, Gagnapane.
As Gagnapane steps in for the Spartans. And Christian Grace checks back in for Joe Owens for the Barbs.
Substitutions all across the
board. A
here.
little bit of chess going on there.
McConkey.
He's got the Rip Hamilton style free throws. Couldn't get it to go where he dribbles out to the side.
You got to toss that one in there, Scott.
Love it. Had to.
Crossover. Kyler's got to be looking for a bucket here.
Hesitated on the pass. Might have had an open look if he would have gotten it to him right away. So we're under a minute here to go in the third quarter.
Nice screen there by Graves.
Deep three. Couldn't get it to go. A big offensive board.
Russell thought that one was in. It looked pretty good.
By the Barbs. They'll retain possession.
On a short rest now as Medina's going to come back into the game.
McConkey's going to take his seat as well as he picks up another foul.
A tough pass
Tough
there.
pass. Kind of forced it a little bit. Possession will stay with the Barbs, though. They got lucky they didn't turn the ball over right there.
Got a nice break there.
Head coach Andrew Stacy looks on for the Spartans. He's got to be pleased with the way his team's come out in the third quarter. Started off a little rough, but they got right back in it, cut the deficit to 2. As we're just under 30 seconds here to go in the third quarter, DeKalb might look to hold the ball for the final shot.
I think Kyler's looking for one shot here, I would say. We'll see what he does, though. Clearing out the offense.
Medina asking for it. Kyler obliges, gives it right back to him. Let's see if he pops a 3. He decides not to, goes up and under. He draws the foul with the hesitation move.
It's a nice play there by Kyler. Overhog disagrees with it, but
so does head coach Stacy for the Spartans. He's got his hands wide open.
As we take a look.
Definitely a little body contact there as Kyler sinks the first out of the 2.
Could have gone either way. You can't argue with the call.
With the way they've been calling it, it doesn't surprise me that they did. It's been a very tightly officiated game as the junior shoots his second of 2. He sinks them both to extend the lead to 4 with a 2.5 left. Let's see if the Spartans can get a shot up.
An errant pass once again by Sycamore.
And they are not able to. As the Barbs will take a 4-point lead into the fourth quarter here over the Spartans, 33-29.
Continues to be a chippy, grinded out game, low scoring. We'll see which team makes a few shots and comes out on top.
Both coaches have to be a little frustrated the way this game's been officiated so far, but when it goes both ways, it's tight. That's how it goes.
That's right, and especially in a
they have to adjust.
Especially in a low-scoring game like this one, you know, these coaches are going to try to get as many whistles as they can, and you especially saw it on the face of Mike Reynolds on the DeKalb bench. He was really frustrated with some of the calls made in favor of Sycamore. But DeKalb's got some breaks too, so it really has gone both ways.
Yes, it has.
It's been a little questionable on officiating, but it's evened out, I think.
What do the Spartans have to do here to overcome this 4-point deficit here in the fourth quarter?
I think somebody's got to make some shots, man. I don't think they're going to beat this tall DeKalb team with continually trying to push it inside. You got to knock down some threes. And normally I would suggest the counter to that, but
they're already in the bonus, so they can be aggressive and go to the paint and shoot free throws the rest of the way as we resume action here at the Convocation Center. Fourth quarter of the first national challenge. Johnson for the Spartans goes soft off the rim, can't get it, but Overhog comes up with the offensive board near half court. Active hands there by Russell and then gets fouled.
Nice defense there by Russell. Want to go the other way with it.
He'll go to the line for a front end of 1-and-1. Both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the way, Tom. This could be a long fourth quarter.
Could be, but both teams need that, you know, the way they're shooting the basketball, and the offense is kind of struggling a little bit. So free throws are always helpful.
Stops the clock, 3 points.
Supposed to be free. We'll see how they go.
Ooh, gets the friendly roll there, Kyler does. Excuse me, Russell.
Russell lines up, second of 2. Big free throws there.
No question about that one.
Extends the lead to 6 as McConkey brings it up.
He had Johnson on that roll. Didn't see him. Got it to him a little late there.
But Johnson plays out on the perimeter a lot for a big man like him.
Sets a lot of screens high. They try to run that pick and roll.
There's a travel there.
Travel.
Good call by the official.
Would have been an easy finish for Goggenpen.
As Medina talks to head coach Mike Reynolds on what he wants to do on this play.
Sets up the half-court offense here.
High screen by Kyler. A little out of control there, Kyler was, but he got away with it and got a whistle.
Able to get the whistle, like you said. He'll go to the line for 2.
If you take a look, the left-handed drives in on Johnson.
So our cameraman stuck in there.
It's a tough job. Intimidating at times. I'd be scared.
When you got guys coming at you like that, it's not always pleasant.
Someone 6'5" coming at me, landing, I'd be scared. The knuckleball goes in for Kyler.
Hits both of them. They extend the lead back to 8.
Hard foul there going for the basketball. That was Russell.
Conky, a little ginger, walking up the court now.
You know he's not coming out of the game for an injury, man. He's going to fight off.
Number 1, Russell, his second teammate in the Barbs, 24.
Grays checks back in for the Barbs.
We're going to head all the way to the free throw line. As you mentioned, they are in the bonus.
At the line for the
It's
Spartans,
Owens.
number
It's a little
5.
hesitant to come out of the game. Didn't like being pulled.
Shooting 1-1.
Got to be smart if you're DeKalb here. That wasn't a smart foul there by Russell. Stopping the clock, getting free throws.
Especially when you extend the lead to 8 points like that, you're trying to suffocate them on defense and force some turnovers. Instead, you foul and send them to the line. So McConkey made the front end, misses the second of the 2.
Almost got his own rebound there. Nice rebound into the hands of Kyler.
Pushes it up court.
Crosses left. Block there. That was
Big time block. And then a foul on Overhog. And Overhog's going to go to the line for a front end of 1-1.
Hopefully one more look here at this chase down block by Armstrong. Yeah, I love this, Scott. Wow.
Big time block.
Nice verticality.
It's a great shot there.
And it all started with Armstrong. You know, he came up with a block, and now his team's at the line. As Overhog lines up the first.
Sinks the front end of the 1-1. This will be the last time they're in the bonus. After the Barbs foul again, the Spartans will be in the double bonus. You take a look at the 5'11" senior. Sinks both of them, cuts the deficit to 5 with just under 7 minutes to go here in the game.
Overhog knocks him down. And what's DeKalb trying to do in this possession?
Score some points, Tom.
Good plan. Dynamite drop in there, Scott. Medina, top of the key. Russell lost control there.
Lost
Another
control going to
block
the
there.
basket.
That time Jackson Johnson. Nice defense.
And they had Daniel Brown there on the feet underneath, but he weren't able to get it to him.
So take a look at the verticality here. Johnson, he was ready for that from three-point line there, Scott.
Cameraman stuck in there again. Really getting a workout.
Swings it out to Kyler. Waits for the handoff to Medina. A little out of control. Goes up with it anyway. Off the glass. No good.
Wasn't rewarded.
This is McConkey. No whistle there on Medina.
Can't get it to go.
Nice offensive putback.
But Gamepin is able to tip it back in.
That's exactly what Sycamore needs to do there. As we
Take a look at it. McConkey drove to the lane. Couldn't get it to go, but nice tip in. Looked like he might have been helped by Russell there a little bit as well.
It all started with Grant McConkey pushing the pace, keeping that DeKalb defense on their heels, and allowing the offensive rebound.
Meanwhile, Medina drew a foul. He's going to go to the line for 2. McConkey takes a seat, and Deshaun Harris steps back in for the Spartans.
Got to imagine a short rest for McConkey.
Medina sinks the first out of the 2. Looks like this one's going to go down to the wire here, Tom.
It is. You got to love a game like this, you know. Fans are on their feet, watching every play.
Medina can't sink them both. Gets one.
There's Armstrong here. It's high ball screen by Jackson Johnson. He's going to go back down. Receives the pass, turnaround.
Bit of an awkward looking shot there.
A little out of control there by Johnson.
I think he thought he was going to get a foul there, get a foul called. Wasn't able to do it.
High screen and roll there attempt by
Medina's got a wide open look, but
big time block.
Gangpan, let's see what. Oh my goodness! The block on one end, and then the throwdown on the other by Gangpan to absolutely get this crowd on their feet. Everyone from the Sycamore side. Let's take a look.
What a sequence.
Block on one end. Johnson gets the board, dishes it up.
You gotta love
and
this.
The posterizer on the other over Russell.
Wow.
Meanwhile, on this end, Johnson gets the foul called on him. Grays will go to the line for 2. That was an exciting play. That's a top 10 nominee. Send it into SportsCenter right now.
I would if I could.
24 Grays, shooting 2.
Grays at the line for 2, gets the second one to sink.
We're
The
gonna
first
get
one to
more
sink.
Get one more look at this play by Gangapin. Nice defense, comes up with the block, and he rushes it on the other end. And he's gonna go upstairs, put Russell in the poster. Nice play.
Beautiful play, beautiful camera shot all the way around as Grays misses the second free throw. Just a 3-point advantage for the Barbs now. McConkey tried to no-look pass into the corner, snuffed out, tipped out of bounds by the Barbs. Spartans will take it, keep possession here. They got to capitalize off this energy now.
I was about to say maybe that was the play that gets them going here in this one possession game, fourth quarter, 4.5 minutes.
Nice feed down low and a great finish by Jackson Johnson there. Soft off the back of the backboard, the front of the backboard really.
Soft touch by Johnson and no foul call there on the drive. Nice rebound by Owens and one.
Flexes a little bit in front of his fans.
Persistence pays, Scott.
Is good. Fouls on the Spartans, number 2, Harris.
Take a look, he gets position.
He's been down low all game.
Team 10.
Smothered by 3 guys, doesn't matter. Makes the shot.
For the Spartans will be number 11, Gagnapain.
Sean Harris is going to take his seat for the Spartans as the man of the minute, at least for right now. Xavier Gangpin comes back in.
It was a one-possession game before that nice offensive rebound and putback there by Owens.
Remains a one-possession game as he can't hit the 3. There's a foul on the offensive or on the board there.
Fouls on the Barbs, 25. Owens, his 4th.
Reynolds displeased with the call.
Ooh, once again, trot down to the other end.
Will be number 11,
Shoots.
Your man of the hour, Gangapin, will get 2. A chance at the line here to cut that lead down to 1.
The 6'2" sophomore here. Can't hit the first of 2. That's a big miss. You got to hit your free throws when he comes down to the stretch here.
That's all right. He can dunk over guys. That's important too.
As a sophomore, that's impressive. Impressive hops there.
I'll look for him in 2 years in college.
Cut it to a 2-point game, 41-39. Barbs lead and have ball. Halfway through the 4th quarter here.
Clock's going to wind down to under 4 minutes left in the game.
Try to back cut there.
Russell comes up with it. And they're going to call a timeout, looks like, by Mike Reynolds.
It'll be a 30-second timeout.
That was a good play. It looks like Russell was kind of buried in the corner there. As we take a look.
Tried the backcourt, went off McConkey's leg, and he got doubled. It's definitely a good timeout. It looked like he was about to dribble out of it, but when you double team down low like that and you got the baseline as a 3rd defender, always a good time to call a timeout.
You also never want to dribble to the corner. It looks like that was the only place he had to go there. So good timeout there by head coach Mike Reynolds.
Take a look at both fan sections here, jam-packed with students from the respected schools.
So we got 4 sections tonight. We got Sycamore, DeKalb, the NIU section, and the Kobe section, right?
It appears so.
Action, Medina under the basket. Will inbound. Looking for Kyler under the basket, missed him. Well, they fakes the handoff, Owens, and gets the foul. I didn't see much there. They're probably going to bring up Johnson here.
Foul's on the Spartan, number 21, Hayes, his second.
Hayes,
That's
number 21,
shooting 2.
his second of the game. As Owens can't hit the first of 2 free throws. It looks like this game's going to come down to who can hit their free throws at the end, as the 6'5" senior was unable to hit the first. He's missed a couple so far.
It seems to be the case, and you're looking at a different game if he makes his free throws. As Medina was telling the refs about something. He saw something there.
Looked like he thought there was a lane violation on the Spartans. Looked like Owens reset his shot there. An air ball. By the Spartans as the Barbs look to extend their lead.
Looked to be Matthew Ruscher there, giving Johnson a little breather.
May have been tipped at the point of release there.
Oh, nice hands there. That was actually Ruscher.
Good block there. As Ruscher will take a seat. Take a look here again underneath. Good hands by Johnson and Ruscher there.
They get McConkey back into the game, a little short breather. Owens under the basket, a little errant pass.
DeKalb just throws the ball away there. Not sure where he was looking to go with that pass.
A little miscommunication there, and Owens frustrated after that play.
McConkey will reset for the Spartans, trailing by just 3 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter here.
It was the same story a minute ago, Scott. No change. One possession game. And a hand check foul on Owens.
Fouls after fouls, and Armstrong will go to the line for 2 here.
So Owens might need a break here. He's getting pretty frustrated.
To possibly cut it to just a 1-point game.
As head coach Mike Reynolds is going to talk it over with his big man. A little frustrated after a couple sequences there.
Asking what he was doing down at the other end with that pass on the inbounds play, it looked like. Armstrong hits the first of 2.
He's been an impact player in today's game, Armstrong, for sure.
Certainly in the second half, he's come up big. The 6'1" sophomore. Misses the second.
Looked to be a
lane violation, however.
on
It'll be
Sycamore.
on Sycamore. So regardless of the shot, DeKalb ball. 2-point game, 42-40, Barb's lead here at the Convocation Center. It's going to be a great finish here, Tom.
Absolutely. Tight-knit game the entire fourth quarter. Most of the half, actually.
Both teams went on a run to start the third quarter.
See Kyler make a play. No whistle. He gets his own rebound. It's a feisty little guy down there as McConkey comes up with it.
Kicks it.
Nice.
Johnson to give the Spartans the lead. Can't get it to go. Big board by Russell.
That was a tough miss there. What a great play by McConkey. Finding the open man.
Would have given the Spartans their first lead since the first quarter.
Big time block.
Stuffed by Johnson, but it went off his own man. Right off his face. Looks to be okay. Kingpin does.
Johnson, the big time rejection there. Now, Sycamore has the size. These little guards of DeKalb.
Tough shot by Grays. Gets it to go, though.
Goes down.
The Barbs really needed that one. Nice. It had been a while since they made an actual shot.
Nice footwork there by Grays. Little Nikola Jokic action. Soft touch.
Timeout called by the Spartans. With just over 2 minutes remaining here in the game. Good time to call it. Good time to call it. Trailing by 4, just gave up a possession there, or a basket on one end. McConkey picked up his dribble, got in a little trouble.
I don't know what to say, Scott. We got a good one here. It's tough to tell who's going to come out on top.
It's going to come down to the free throws, like I've been saying for the past couple minutes. Both teams entered the fourth quarter in the bonus, and both have been taking advantage of it. And the Barbs have missed a few, and that's allowed the Spartans to get right back into it while the Spartans just need to keep doing what they're doing. They need to keep driving to the lane, forcing tough shots, getting the foul, and hoping something comes of it.
I agree. You definitely got to penetrate to the rim, but also you got to see somebody knock down some shots here, man. I think that's going to be another big difference in the outcome of this game. What team can knock down 1 or 2 threes in key moments and really put the pressure on the other team to score?
Take a look here at the DeKalb bench.
The teams will file back out.
Entering the end of the first national challenge here.
It's been a nice doubleheader here at local basketball. Got a great finish on hand.
Sycamore is looking to go 14-6 on the year, while the Barbs are looking to go 18-4 and go 9-1 in their last 10.
McConkey arguably shuffle his feet there, no whistle.
Puts up a tough shot, can't get it to go. A little strong off the back of the inside of the rim there.
McConkey shot.
He McConkey'd it.
McConkey's a lot of different, has a lot of different uses.
Yeah, he can
It's
be
a
a
verb,
noun.
it's a noun. Nice soft off the
Grammar is crazy, Tom.
It is.
As the Barbs extend their lead to 6 on the nice play by Zach Russell. Let's take a look at that again. Nice drive. Maybe got away with a little shove.
Got away with a little shove.
Made the basket.
Nice soft off the rim there.
Offensive foul called on the Spartans.
Offensive foul called on the Spartans.
Tough play there by Sycamore. They needed a basket.
Barbs fans are starting to feel it.
In for the Barbs, number 11, Winters.
All right, it's go check time now for Sycamore. They need to stop on this one.
They start the full court press here. Oh, it's to be a full court trap, actually.
See how Kyler and Medina handle this press.
Looks like they're able to dribble through it pretty nice there. Get it across half court. Now they can start their offense. So maybe try to dribble out the clock a little bit. So McConkey picks up a foul.
So hand check fouls.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 10, Overhog.
Excuse me, the fouls on Lucas Overhog, his third, as Medina will go to the line for 2.
Number 2, Medina, shooting 2.
A tough little player Medina is.
These are big free throws right here. He can really extend it to an 8-point game if he hits both of them.
It'll be tough to come back from. It's a 2-possession game right now. Make it 3.
He sinks the first out of 2. Already a 3. Now it's a 3-possession game.
Spartans, number 30, Reicher.
Spartans go with a little more length as Reicher checks back in for Brody Armstrong.
As DeKalb has no intention to go for this offensive rebound.
They're content with conceding it as they take another timeout here. Medina hits both free throws. 48-40 lead here for the Barbs. Big free throws right there.
Yeah, definitely big time free throws by Medina. And I don't know, the Spartans need to hit a couple threes like I mentioned. You know, it's going to be tough, I think, Scott.
Yeah, they definitely have to come out and shoot now.
So we'll take a look at that last little highlights here from the game.
A big block there by Johnson.
We've seen some nice block shots in this game, Scott.
Yeah, and there's another play by Johnson as he goes up, or excuse me, Owens.
Our guy, McConkey. That was Russell there with a nice finish.
The second half has been a lot of DeKalb basketball, a lot of pace, a lot of defense forcing good shots for them. When the Spartans have forced the Barbs to be in their half-court sets, it hasn't worked as well. As you saw right there, the Medina 3 was one of their better half-court possessions. And this is the play of the game right here. Game pin with the block on one end and the hammer on the other.
Gotta love the reaction of the Sycamore bench on that one, but
they couldn't really capitalize off of that. As down on the other end, Owens had a big three-point play for himself. All right, we have 1 minute remaining here. Fourth quarter, McConkey takes it up for the Spartans. They're going to need some magic in this last minute here. A lot of shots and a couple missed free throws.
Nice tip there by Medina. Is going to stay on this end, though.
Trying to get the ref to tell him that it went off McConkey's head. Ref didn't believe him.
It was a nice effort.
He wasn't buying it. Yeah, he had a nice sell job. Three from
three goes down. That's our. He's been the hero of the game right now.
Cut it to a 5-point deficit as Overhog goes for the steal.
She thought he played clean defense there. I can't believe he got whistled. As we take a look at the three, defense backs off on him and he knocks it down.
Daring him to shoot there. Gave him the Zion Williamson treatment.
He knew it was in.
Medina goes back to the line for another set of 2 big free throws. He misses these. Spartans can get it back to a 1-possession game. Makes them. It'd be tough for them to come back as he makes the front end. Now it's a 6-point lead for the Barbs.
Big time free throws by Medina down the stretch here. Place up second. It goes down.
Makes them both. Extends it to a 7-point advantage. So the Barbs are running full court pressure here.
It's behind the back move by McConkey. Gets it across
Not a lot.
Second line.
7-point lead. McConkey looked like looking for Johnson. Didn't quite get it there.
What a save.
Sloppy play here by the Spartans. Overhog goes to the step back 3. Can't quite get it to fall. Kingpin gets the offensive board. McConkey sets up for his 3. Can't get it.
That ball never rotated.
Big board by Kyler there. 16.1 seconds remain in this game as Kyler goes to the line to try to seal it here for the Barbs.
And 2 nice open looks there for Sycamore. First one by Overhog and then by McConkey. Could not get him to fall. And this might be the dagger, Scott, if at least one of these go down.
He gets the front end, extended to an 8-point advantage.
And for the Barbs,
16.1 remaining.
Emmett Bry comes into the game now as Kyler sinks them both.
Clutch free
It's a
throws by DeKalb
9-point lead here, and it's all but over. Strong screen set in the backcourt there.
Russell got hit in the
Russell
eye
got
there.
hit pretty hard there. As McConkey takes it to the lane for an easy layup. DeKalb just kind of conceding that layup, not trying to foul down. Will extend it to a 3-point play. Smart defense there. They didn't want to give up an easy basket, but time is in their advantage.
Clutch free throws, clutch plays down the stretch. DeKalb really did what they needed to do at the end of this game.
The Barbs fans are waving goodbye, putting their flashlights on. So it's all but over here. There's still 8 seconds left, but it will be very difficult for the Spartans to come back from this. They're going to need a lot of help and then some.
Yeah, I've seen miracles before, but maybe not this kind.
It's a great movie.
True. One of my favorites. But I don't believe in them in this case.
It ain't over till it's over, Tom. It's not over till it's over.
Take a look. Medina's going to inbound.
Which is surprising as he's been the clutch free throw shooter for the Barbs. Maybe they'll look for a quick inbounds pass and give it right back to him.
Kyler to come with the basketball. And Russell's going to get it. Back to Medina, yep.
And
keep away.
Spartans are okay with just conceding the game as the DeKalb Barbs defeat the Sycamore Spartans 52-45 to move to 18-4 on the season, while the Spartans drop to 13-7. A great effort from both teams tonight. It was really down to the last final minutes. Slowed down in the fourth quarter when it became a free throw shooting game, but the Barbs ultimately sunk more free throws than the Spartans down the stretch, and that was the difference.
They definitely made the plays they needed down the stretch, and what can I say? What a game, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely a good repeat off of last year, and we really saw an exciting game this time around.
Absolutely. So the teams, same as last year, the Sycamore women's team win, the DeKalb men's team win. They split the first national challenge. for the second year in a row. And the DeKalb Barbs, they played a great game.
Absolutely. And a great effort by both teams, all four teams, I should say, all around. And we really got a treat tonight, Scott.
We did. A little bit less of a scoring game than we anticipated. The Spartans did a great job through the first half and then into the third quarter, kind of slowing down that Barb's offense. But ultimately, it was too much for them to handle. As we go to midcourt here,
we'll take a look at the
presentation of the First National Bank Challenge Trophy.
Congratulations to DeKalb on winning tonight's game.
Well, at least both schools get to take home some hardware, you know.
We got Zach Russell and Avery Medina bringing it back to celebrate with the rest of the team here.
As the fans begin to file out here, the Convocation Center. Great support by the community, support by all the sponsors for this event, and
Sycamore and DeKalb renew their football rivalry.
really two great games.
Thank you again, and please
two fantastic games.
Safely.
Both came down to the fourth quarter. Very competitive both ways. And that'll do it for us here at the Convocation Center tonight on the campus of Northern Illinois University. It was a great first national challenge between the DeKalb Barbs and the Sycamore Spartans. This is Scott Nichols signing off with Tom Burton. Tom, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Scott. Always a pleasure. Always great to see some good local basketball. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely. Until next time.